the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1152. Doing it live, 1152. It's a surprise Wednesday show.
Surprise.
We don't normally do Wednesday shows, but here we are. We're doing a Wednesday show. This is an adjusted schedule. We'll also be doing another show tomorrow, and that'll be our third show of the week. So, tip train, early tip train, probably in order. Like the stream. I'm gonna like my own stream right now.
Make sure you like the stream unless you're a sicko. No sicko's allowed to like the stream.
I agree.
Magicus is muted.
Yeah,
I can tell because his mouth is moving.
Only for today. It's consider it like try before you buy. All right, you can see what it's like to not be a sicko.
Okay. It's a trial. It's a non-sicko trial period.
Yeah.
With a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Before we went live, Magicus was talking about popsickos.
Popsickos.
Yeah, what he would do with popsicles if he was a sicko.
So,
I
like,
was not a fan.
Popsickos. I think of like Gary Glitter because he was like a pop star, but also a sicko.
Maybe.
That's not a good popsicle either. A Gary Glitter bar, not a fan.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
It was impressive the Joker used the Gary Glitter song.
That is weird.
What were they
I never
trying
even
to,
saw that movie, but I had heard that reference.
What were they
before.
trying to prove?
I mean, they play that song at like every hockey and basketball game for decades. So.
What is the hockey and basketball games trying to prove?
It was kind of like the quintessential sports anthem, like that whole album that he had. Everyone, like the stream. Pretty soon we're going to get into the main topic. I just noticed that Fox News is reporting this Rosanne comedy special. They're promoting it to death, and they've had her on for several interviews, and they get weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a good week for content.
Yeah, usually when we do shows back to back to back, I start running out, but we've gotten kind of lucky this time.
For all of you non-sickos that like the stream, I'm going to introduce a drink combo tonight.
Oh, wait. What do we got in the menu?
This is Boglum approved. It's a pre-mixed drink combo. It's got beer, tomato, and lime and salt.
I think you've had this before.
Yeah, it's a pre-mixed drink combo. This is exactly something King Cobra would do. It's got all the savory bits.
But then he would add extra stuff to it.
Yeah, this one's already comboed.
Pre-comboed.
Gonna do a pre-com. Cheers.
You
Happy
know what?
Valentine's Day, Cobes.
King Cobra should figure out a way to incorporate combos into his drink combos.
That would
be gross, just like all of his other stuff. It's a good drinking snack, though.
Yeah, it's a really good drinking snack. I'm wondering how you could maybe make them work.
By blending them up, it would be gross. It would be like really, because that cheese is just, it only tastes good in a combo.
Yeah, if you froze them and used them as ice cubes in a Bloody Mary, that might be interesting if they were frozen. If they were just combo ice cubes.
So, Magicus, the green of the game that is in front of you is reflecting off of your glasses and making it look like there's like holes in your eyes.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah. Yeah. So what, you're done with Malibu forever?
I figured I'd give it at least a month. And,
now, I do want to tell you that I basically orchestrated that entire Gale video and told her everything to say.
It's extra funny that it ends up like resulting in me not drinking.
Yeah, we can blame Ben for your sobriety.
That's
I was
true.
just
We
like,
can and we
I made a
should.
list of like 5 people Gail could say stuff about. And then I was like, oh, what's a few things I can think about? And I'm like, oh, Magicus drinks girly drinks. That kind of, and he's a wizard or whatever. I can't remember what I told her. But I asked for a 5-minute video and got like a 20-minute video out of her.
I just
So I
want
had
to
to
point
edit
out.
it down.
I want to point out how funny it is that you two are the sober nobles tonight, and
You're
I'm
not
the
gonna get
drunken
drunk.
peasant.
You're not going to get drunk off that. Not unless you have another one.
That's most definitely what's up, Tubes. Happy Valentine's Day to Cobes. I heard he had a bad one.
Oh, we'll get to that. You can see it in the title here.
Yeah. I came in. I was like, I'm gonna get a drink combo for King Cobra.
If you're watching this stream and it's after the fact, give us a comment. Let us know how your Valentine's Day went. Oh, I want to point out another thing too. I have another YouTube account that I usually use on my phone to watch videos, and I'm subscribed to this channel, and I don't get the notifications until like almost a day later. Like I got the notification from yesterday's show at like 3:30 p.m. today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's highly
trash.
inappropriate.
Yeah, I hate it.
You're jealous of
It's
King Cobra
terrible.
JFS says you're jealous of King Cobra JFS, Billy and
Am
Ben.
I jealous of it?
Yes. Yes, we definitely are. Ben and I were talking the other day about how cool it would be if we were sexy gothic bad boys. We were gonna
That
go
would be
get
pretty cool.
we were gonna go get Cradle of Filth tattoos, except I don't have tattoos and Ben's arms are already covered, so we kind of got stuck
That
there.
means you'll have to get one for the team.
We were
since
jealous,
You're,
yeah.
You're a blank canvas.
Well, I don't have any tattoos, so we're both screwed.
Well, hold on though. How is you not having any tattoos screwing you out of getting
Because
a tattoo?
then I would have tattoos, and I don't have any tattoos.
No. You don't have one, but you were thinking about getting one.
I wanted to get one, except I don't have any. So
get one.
I think then I would have tattoos, and that'd be a whole different ball game. Now that I don't have any tattoos, I don't.
Do you
have to go out
understand
and
what
get
he's saying
tattoos.
here, Magicus? Does it make
No,
sense?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Once you pop, you
Make
can't
shit
stop.
up.
Tattoos
Okay,
and
thank
Pringles
you.
are the same thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this stuff with the
Magicus is
Rosanne.
too busy playing Sonic the Hedgehog to know what I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about.
No,
what
he's
you're talking
listening.
about. This is definitely pre-recorded and not me doing this in the middle of the stream.
Here we go.
He called me sir and got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Everybody in the chat is triggered by the gameplay of the Sonic. They're just waiting for your rings to blow up. Shout out to Crystal Roberts in the chat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
To break out the cucumbers and KY.
Woohoo! Koshi draws. Cheers.
Rosanne Barr has one of the most remarkable life trajectories of anyone we've ever met and learned more from it than most people, that's for sure. She started at the very bottom, then out of nowhere, she created and wrote one of the most successful sitcoms of all time. And so her career, of course...
It's funny how they're showing clips from her movies that nobody remembers.
She's not even responsible for her own successful career. She's also completely responsible for Tom Arnold's successful career.
As the Arby's oven mitt.
She's
That's a
Roseanne
success.
Barr, was thriving, and then she made the mistake of making fun of Barack Obama's best friend, Valerie Jarrett, and her career was completely...
Yeah, all she did was make fun of that Valerie Jarrett, who was an Obama bestie.
Best friend.
Obama's
I'm pretty sure she
bestie.
worked for him. I don't know about best friend.
They tried to destroy her personal life, too. But she is back. She's hard to defeat. She's got a brand new stand-up special on Fox Nation called Rosanne Barr, Cancel This. Here's part of it.
Man, I had a rough couple of years there. I got fired because basically I racially misgendered somebody I thought was a white.
Racially misgendered?
I don't know if that's a thing.
Racially misgendered.
Well, at least she knows her audience, because they don't know what that thing is either.
Woman.
Yeah. You go, girl.
They handed out tickets for this.
Huh? I know. I thought the was white. It's true.
It's true.
A lot of us thought that in our defense. We're sitting down for a full hour with Rosanne Barr. It'll be on Fox Nation, but she joins us now on set. Rosanne, thank you.
I thought she was white. I just said she looked like an ape. That's
so much.
all.
There are some ape-looking white people.
Appreciate I'm so excited to be on.
Technically, we are apes, but I
George W. Bush is an ape-looking white person.
Oh God, what's his name? The old TV pastor that looks like an old chimpanzee.
Pat Robertson?
Yeah, he looks like a chimpanzee.
Yeah, he's ape-looking white person. There are ape-looking white people. I wouldn't say that about any other races.
All the details. You were like, we had dinner last night. There was a lot I didn't know about.
Wasn't that fun?
The best.
Delicious,
Absolutely
too.
the best.
Yeah, when you go to the zoo, in every chimpanzee enclosure, there's always the super old chimp hanging out there that looks all like crotchety and mad, and that's definitely Pat Robertson.
And we'll get into that. But for the purposes of this segment, what is this special, and why is it on Fox Nation? What are you doing, and why?
Well, it's kind of a return to stand-up after many years, and they offered me, to come and do a stand-up special, and
because no one else was. Not that I agree with it. I mean, everyone has the right to have whoever they want on their platform. It does kind of suck that it came down heavy on her. It came down heavy on her right when she got her show, and it was a huge success, and all those people that were out of work after that show wrapped the last time were finally working in TV again, and they all got screwed. Well, now they have the Connors, I guess, but
yeah, they kept working.
I honestly, that the show isn't as popular, but I think they kind of honored their contracts because it wasn't their fault.
Was it not that popular? I heard from people that it was
still
think good.
Well, it might be good, but it's no way as popular as the reboot of Roseanne was. Or I guess it wasn't a reboot, it was like a continuation.
It was a continuation, but it was like they ended it in a way where Dan died, right?
Well, the thing, hold on. No. Dan was alive in the new version.
Yeah, but the original run, Dan died, right?
It was all a dream. Not in the original. Well, in the last season, she wins the lottery and Dan dies and stuff like.
See, I thought Dan died for real.
That is it.
The writing.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, but they brought him back.
Yes. Yeah.
So they
you're
kind of
right.
retconned.
You're right.
It was a retcon continuation.
Yes, you're right. Or. Oh, okay. No. This is what happened. In the last season, she wins the lottery and shit, and Dan runs off with some other woman in it, and then in the end, she ends up waking up and realize it was all a dream, and actually he had died.
Yeah, in real life, or in the actual series, she had died, and she wrote a book about it or something. I think
Yeah.
And he was dead. So yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Once again, I know
it was in response to
Dan did die. Not a conspiracy.
And they came to my defense, and I was like, well, I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, I need to have my say. I need to answer, and because I was kind of not allowed to even apologize for what happened. I was just blackballed and just totally canceled from.
Maybe you shouldn't say blackballed, okay?
I think you have to be actually sorry, though, in order to, apologize and be forgiven.
She's not sorry.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't think what she did was wrong. Maybe in her mind...
That's exactly it.
Maybe in her mind, she wasn't coming from a place of racism, and it was just her being old and disconnected from what the fucking social commentary was at the time. We don't really know what was going on in her mind. Maybe she was being racist. She's like, fuck this woman. She looks like a monkey. We don't know.
Commenting on what happened, so I thought.
Oh yeah, and by the way, they killed her off when they fired her. They killed her off because they said she had a drug overdose. It was an accident.
I heard that. Yeah. So now, if they bring the show back a third time with her, she'll come back from the dead. Dan will have came back from the dead.
It's not happening.
We'll see. This might be a new successful run for her.
Based on this behavior, that's never happening. But yeah, they did. It's weird because they wrote it into the show where she was injured and had this opioid habit. So it was perfect for them to be able to be like, oh, she accidentally took too many and now she's dead.
Come back and
it was almost like they planned it, like it was their fail safe or something. But I don't know.
It's an interesting conversation to have in a sitcom to begin with, so
Yeah.
whether she dies or not.
Well, they were exploring all kinds of topical stuff that first few weeks of the show before it got canceled. You know, like the Trump thing, and the one kid was non-binary, and the guy who was the little kid in the season in the original series married a black girl, and there was an old episode where he had to go to a dance with a black girl or something, and he didn't want to or something, and so they did that ironically.
Yeah, they have years and years of television to draw from for this.
Yeah.
And tell the truth about it, and also to talk about cancel culture itself and how horrible it is and how fascist. And jokes are a great way to, scorn power, especially during Biden's presidency. I love laughing it to scorn because it deserves to be laughed to scorn.
Oh, I agree
and my jokes are so great. They're the most offensive. I was talking to my friends who also were canceled.
Is a phone ringing? What the fuck is that?
Magicus has dropped his stars on Sonic.
No,
Okay.
my phone started playing shit on it.
That was his phone ringing.
Your phone is set to stars being dropped. How deep into Sonic are you right now, Magicus?
I have a Sonic plushie.
You need to go back into drinking, dude. Things were so much better when you were
I have
drinking.
An Eggman too. He's actually pretty cool.
Start drinking again, Magicus. This
Yeah.
This new Sonic run is not the king.
Yeah. You're not even engaged or anything.
You getting wasted, Magicus.
I'm totally engaged.
I do think you are committed. Well, this is not a promising marriage, though. We need to recommit to each other, a new engagement.
And we
I
all were
never
saying,
watched the Roseanne show. I'm doing my best here.
I do believe that.
we made a pact together. When we come back, we're going to be even more offensive than we've ever been before. So my stand-up is more offensive than I've ever been. And I'm so happy because you've got to be more offensive when the culture is so offensive that it makes absolutely no sense, that it's anti-life, anti-human.
I cannot wait for all the cool takes on transgender.
Anti-culture, anti-citizen. You got to be so offensive to offend the most offensive thing that it is.
When she got canceled, they were still licking boots on that side, right? What's her opinion now?
That was kind of shifting a little bit.
Yeah, because now it's like the police are terrible.
The federal police are terrible because Biden runs those. But then, the county sheriff, those are good Americans.
Yeah.
On Earth
I like county sheriffs.
right now, and I think I've done it.
They're probably the most corrupt, but I like them.
That's a very high bar.
I know, yeah, like that Pierce County sheriff that called the
Or what
cops
about-
on his
what was
black
it,
paper
Joe
boy.
Yeah, they have this
I think.
biome
County sheriff,
of conspiracy they create within their own little regime.
But I just want to go one sentence back. You have
It's a law enforcement official that can't be fired from their job. They're elected. So even if he would have gotten convicted, which he was found not guilty, he wouldn't have gotten fired. He just would have maybe had to do time or pay a fine or whatever.
there's a community of people who've been canceled. Like, you know each other.
Comedians,
Yes.
Especially comedians, because, like I told you last night, I was terrified when Obama signed the NDAA thing because I said, my God, this is an attack on comedy, and all the comics were talking about it. It's like we will not be able to say anything now, and it's true, and it's funny that I said that on Twitter and that I was the first casualty of cancel culture in a large way. But, so many of other comics have fallen too and can't find work and, have no livelihood because, unless they, are ridiculously sucking up to what the left considers to be. Well, the left has no humor at all, so let's be real. They have no sense of humor at all.
That is right.
Nor do they have any sense of humor about themselves. Like anybody in power who can't take a joke about themselves, like the person I mentioned.
Does she mean left-wing comedians, or does she mean like Joe Biden can't tell jokes?
The left in total. That's why I have to dog whistle all the time because I'm so funny.
Well, I think
Maybe
she
she's got a
realized that
point.
like anybody who has a sense of morality is just not going to listen to her anymore. So she's just now appealing to the fucking lowest common denominator. It's like, ha, your fucking attack helicopter joke's funny. Yeah.
No, I want to see her special. I want to see her come back. I want to see what happens. I want to see if she's actually funny or if she's just pandering to this audience that Fox News now has ever since they sold every other piece of entertainment to Disney. This is all that Rupert Murdoch kept, was the Fox News company.
She should have just laughed it off. But instead she called ABC and demanded that I be fired. And so why can't you just laugh at yourself? You know, somebody in power who can't even laugh at themselves, that's a dangerous human being. And this is what they say Obama's third term, so look around. I think I was pretty right on in my...
I wish this was Obama's third term in comparison.
You know, nobody understood my tweet because they lack the geopolitical background to even understand it.
Oh,
they're
shoot.
like, oh, she said to, you know, they're just idiots.
I like how she didn't explain what they said. They're like, well, they're just idiots. You could have explained why they lack the geopolitical background, Roseanne. Or are you too much of a fucking idiot to follow up your claim they lack the geopolitical background with any sort of reasoning behind it?
Oh, yeah.
That's adorable that you think that there's reasoning behind any of this.
But if you can't even laugh at yourself, you're a dangerous human being. And you have power and you have no sense of humor about yourself that comedians say. That's dangerous. It's
so dangerous.
Isn't
It's so dangerous.
I mean, so there's the White House Correspondents' Dinner where they hire a comedian to kind of roast the president and other powerful people, and Trump never went to that. Like, you can go back and watch all the other presidents go to it and get kind of made fun of.
Yeah, it's great because he actually did one of those celebrity roasts before he was president. So, like, he was used to getting, like, made fun of before.
Yeah, there was a lot. It was weird.
They weren't allowed to talk about him not being as rich as he actually is, but they were allowed to talk about him banging his daughter.
Which is very strange.
It's so weird.
I don't
Like,
know
if you're gonna
it's that
have-
strange though, like it just tells you what he fucking values in life. It's like
If you're going to have limits at all, maybe you should at least pretend to have that as a limit.
Well, he himself said he would date his daughter,
on
right?
Howard Stern.
Like, he's like, yeah, if she wasn't my daughter, she could be somebody I would date.
I cannot agree more.
That's great.
And also, the power differential is fascinating to me. So here you are.
Oh, I was going to say, and this is her third term because she is Obama's brain.
Well, she got you fired. So how exactly? And you're one of the most famous.
Oh, they're talking about the woman that she called an ape or whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't even.
Because they're not directly saying what she did to this woman.
Right.
Like, even in the comedy special, when she brought up, she racially misgendered somebody.
Yeah.
But why don't you explain what you did? Why don't you make a joke out of what you actually did? Why don't you do an Aziz Ansari, I'm sorry, and have a 20-minute intro where you tear yourself apart? Like you said, the left can't joke about themselves. Let's see you humble yourself for 20 minutes and then bring the crowd back. Because you're calling the left out for not being able to do that. Aziz Ansari did that when he came back after his weird canceling.
Every time you say his name, I think you're just saying some weird, like, neo-pronouns or something.
Aziz Ansari? You got to give the Aziz Ansari sorry. That's how you come back from a cancellation.
Comedians in the world. And she got you fired from your job and humiliated and kind of overturned your life. She had the power to do that. So
yes, she had the power to do that because Roseanne made a statement in a social climate that would not welcome it. And then you followed up with, sorry, I was on Ambien.
It's funny because a lot of people on the right say women can't be funny. And she's not really addressing that.
Offended by what, like she shouldn't be offended. She's in power.
I know, because these people, they're always the victim. They bully.
It sounds like you're saying you're a victim. Right now, you're saying you're a victim of something.
You're definitely playing the victim card here. You're definitely saying these people are always the victim while you're claiming to be the victim.
Right. It's so weird.
Wah, wah, wah. Pander, pander, pander. I'm a victim. That's what I'm hearing.
Bully, and then when they're called on being a bully, it was me. Then they're the victim.
Yeah.
The endless.
Well, can we play that back? Can we play her cry back?
Yeah.
Did she just say, I was raped?
That's what I thought I heard. I wanted to hear her say it again.
What the fuck?
Somebody in the chat said Roseanne is funny. Honestly, at one point she was pretty funny. She was ahead of her time.
I'm hoping this special is hilarious.
It doesn't look like it. I saw some of it.
I want Roseanne to be able to work. I don't want people to be canceled.
I don't want it either. But people will make their choices. You know, like people who don't like what she said, they don't have to like Netflix doesn't have to hire her if they don't want to.
Yeah,
you know. So that's it. You know, because she used to like headline in Vegas, and she had a hit show. She did all these movies that did okay, and now not even Netflix will hire her to do a comedy special.
If you watch her YouTube stuff, she's pretty high.
Anyone.
She's pretty high into the conspiracy theory world. Like
I thought you were gonna say she's high on like medication or something.
Possibly.
She blamed it on Ambien.
Yeah, right. Like she's definitely out in the woods on a lot of stuff.
No, because they never. These people, they're always the victim. They bully, and then when they're called on being a bully, it was me. Then they're.
Really sound like
it really was kind of off. Like
it sounded like she stopped as she said, "I was." What? like you obviously don't have to own that one, mocking people who have been raped. That's not what we're saying. But it sounded a lot like you were.
The victim, the endless bully victim thing. It's two sides of the same coin, and they're trying to turn our entire culture into bully victim, and it's just not going to work. And my jokes.
It happens on both sides.
Yeah, there's definitely bully victim on both sides.
Yes.
That is the fringe culture of both sides, is to empower the weak in a mass so they can bully and break somebody. They broke. The guy who's running DC Comics now, I don't know why I can't remember his name.
James Gunn?
James Gunn. They broke James Gunn. That was the right breaking James Gunn.
I can't believe, like, because normally you would know something like that.
Well, it just slipped my mind at the time. It's all this drink combo I've had.
Because it's like movie related, and I don't normally know that shit, and for some reason I just knew it. Like normally I would not know.
No, I
that.
love James Gunn too. Like he's my one of my favorite young directors.
Does he have anything to do with the Flash movie coming out? Did he have anything to do with that?
I don't think he had anything directly to do with it, but he probably was involved with some reshoots before it gets released.
It looks good, like from the trailer. So I guess we'll see how that turns out.
To that effect. Why are we calling these people victims that are actually bullies?
Yes, and way more powerful than we are. Powerful enough to get Roseanne Barr.
More powerful than we are.
We are.
And they enjoy.
Tucker Carlson is pretty proportionately powerful.
But he is right, though. Like, all these people, all these faceless people together do have the power to knock Tucker Carlson off of his pedestal from time to time.
I thought you meant like permanently.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Not on Fox News.
But none of these people alone should have the power of Tucker Carlson ever, right?
See, what it took at Fox News was like legit law getting involved. Like all the sexual harassment stuff that happened at Fox News that ended up, the law ended up getting involved. That's what it took for people like Bill O'Reilly to get fired and those kind of Roger Ailes.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, if it's just like the court of public opinion, if anything, that does good for you at Fox News.
Oh my God, they enjoyed doing it. They really enjoyed it. Yeah, they enjoy that. They do. They enjoy sticking. When you were talking about the whole climate culture religion, they enjoy inflicting pain. Oh, I'm sure they sit there and go, yeah, we're going to cut. Like old people can't get their pain meds. I hear this all the time as my mom's old. They deny old people in their 80s pain meds. They like that. They like inflicting because
we have an opioid epidemic and a lot of those pills end up on the street and people get addicted to them. So yeah, they.
Can I ask who is they in this scenario? Because if you
doctors.
said that to me, I would assume you meant insurance companies.
Insurance companies?
Yeah.
Well, they don't work with the doctors, do they?
Doctors, but doctors are just really stingy with opioids now because they have to be. They can get in trouble now for overprescribing them, and it's because people used to just prescribe the fuck out of them, like back in the day.
We're talking about the medical industrial complex.
It was so easy to get some back in the day, And now you have to have like surgery to get them now.
Yeah, my cousin got super addicted to Oxycontin back in the day.
Yeah, it was so easy to get.
And when they started polling how easy it was, he got into heroin and just became a heroin addict.
That's normally what happens.
His whole life was ruined because of the Oxycontin and them pulling it away and going into heroin. His life got worse with heroin than it did with Oxy. It was bad with Oxy.
I was on it for like 2 years. Because of an old injury I had when I was a kid that I still get pain from, but I don't think obviously I don't need to be on it, but I was put on it. I was on it for 2 years, and then I moved to another state, and my new doctor there was like, I'm not going to give you any of that. So then I came off of it, and for a second there, I thought about like going and trying to find it illegally, but then I knew that it would go in that direction eventually. So I just laid on a couch and came off of it for like a few weeks.
I have to get my passport so I can drive up to Canada and get those 222s.
Did you see that tweet that I put out today?
No.
There's that guy opened that drug shop in Canada, and they're selling cocaine, they're selling shrooms, they're selling DMT, they're selling LSD, and this place also offers a free service where if you bring in street drugs, they'll test it for purity for you too. It's amazing. And it's in Vancouver.
Little drugstore pawn shop.
No, it's like it is fascist and Nazi. They do experiments on captive populations.
It's fascist and Nazi, the worst kind.
It's disgusting. And then we're supposed to see that as progressive. It's not. It's anything but.
It's not.
I just wanted to say it. I'm
Thank you, Roseanne,
going
for
to
saying it.
Let them have the last word.
She's
not
so
on
brave.
Me. I'll be fighting in my depends on a damn. I don't care. I'm never going to give up. They're not going to get me.
Okay.
They've got you, Roseanne.
Just heard what you said.
You've gotten got.
You're sitting on Tucker Carlson right now promoting if this is a good comedy show, we're not going to know because Fox News isn't going to show us any of the clips. They're going to show us you pandering to their audience. And I will watch it. If I can find it somewhere, I'm obviously not going to buy Fox News over-the-top streaming platform.
There's a trailer for it out there, too. Here's a little more of Roseanne, because she's basically doing at least one interview on Fox a day. She probably, like, lives there now. She probably has a cot underneath Tucker's desk here.
When did they go log cabin for the Tucker Carlson set?
Oh, the log cabin Republicans and all.
Something cute going on here. Is that a whiteboard or something back there? Is that the Constitution with some old schoolmarm books on the shelf behind her shoulder?
Might be.
It looks like the Constitution over some old ass schoolmarm books.
Do you remember in the old, like in schools back in the day, there was like all the shit the teacher could pull down in front of the blackboard? There was like maps and like the Constitution and that kind of stuff. It's probably one of those things.
Damn, I want to get one of those.
Rosanne Barr has got a new special. Cancel this! Exclamation. It's now available on Fox Nation.
How do you feel about the thumbnail for it?
Honestly, this might get some views because this is going to get me in trouble.
Is someone going to Photoshop a pee-pee in her hand?
Like, if I saw this thumbnail and I didn't see, if I wasn't bothered reading, I would be like, oh, this is like a K-pop artist, and I would click it. And I would be like, this is the new K-pop artist?
Oh, my God.
Am I getting canceled now?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I got to blame it on the drink combo.
Can you make me feel better, Roseanne?
Yeah, I think I can. Hey, the same thing happened with the Bengals last year.
Does she mean the football team?
It keeps happening.
Walk like an Egyptian.
It keeps happening that the wrong people win all the time. And that just a small group of people decide everything for the rest of us. Isn't it disgusting?
It's terrible. And it's making me sad. I am the most...
I know
television.
I know the Bengals, like the Cincinnati Bengals, played in the Super Bowl last year and they did really bad. So maybe that's what she's talking
Positive
about.
person. My wife has never seen me like this. I'm milking it. Don't get me wrong. Milking it.
You're
for all
milking
it's
your
worth.
wife?
But I don't like to be sad.
Was this guy a child actor on a sitcom or anything?
No, but he does have that kind of feel to him.
He looks like he used to boof with Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, he's the brown-haired Ricky Schroeder.
And it's
him and Alfonso Ribeiro. They used to all hang out back in the day.
I don't know if Alfonso would hang out with this guy.
He hung out with Ricky Schroeder. He was on
true.
Silver Spoons.
That's true.
That's how he got his career. Well, actually, he started his career because they hired him to be in a Michael Jackson commercial. I think it was a Pepsi commercial.
Yeah.
Because he could do all the dance moves, which is weird. But yeah, dude.
He's a
talented
dope dancer.
Kid. Yeah.
Hovering over me. I don't know when I'm going to get over this, Roseanne.
Well, you shouldn't get over it, and neither should anybody else. And instead of sad, get mad, because that's what it's going to take.
Because it rhymes.
A bunch of us getting mad and then doing something about it. Not just sitting in your
then
house
doing
and going,
something about it. Last time you guys got mad, you walked into the freaking Capitol building. And was this not the Capitol building? Is it the Capitol building?
Yeah,
I can't remember what
yeah.
building they walked into.
Yeah, it was the Capitol.
Okay,
Yeah.
you walked into the Capitol building, and then you cried about it for 2 years.
I'm not saying you're going wow.
You guys, anytime anybody tells you to get mad, they're manipulating you because anger is one of the weakest fucking emotions. If you are in control of your anger, you need to also have logic behind it, and maybe you could turn your anger into something positive. But if somebody is telling you to get angry, they are trying to manipulate you. They're trying to break you at your weakest, and they're trying to construct you to their motives.
Very good point.
But we need to go, hey, wait a minute, this is our
They
country.
just are yelling in your face, and instead all you do is just sit there and just act real calm and quiet and be like, are you done? Like,
are you done?
It's so ridiculously easy, like, to manipulate angry people, and it's hilarious, but at the same time, it's like, that's also exactly what fucking Fox News does all the time, and they're just trying to piss off all the people watching so that they can manipulate them into doing their bidding. So
I mean, we got what was the damn lady that you saw at the videos to the game store? Sarkeesian, Nita Sarkeesian.
Yeah.
She was the same way. She told everybody, all the women, to get mad about the way that the society is treating women. It's a tactic used by both sides. It's not a party line tactic.
There's an old article out there on some feminist website that's still out there from when I took the picture of Anita, suggesting that I broke some kind of criminal law by taking her picture in public and that I could go to jail. It's so ridiculous. It's so unbelievably
I can't believe
stupid.
you did that, Ben.
Yeah, I took a picture of a celebrity in a public place.
I can't believe you consider Anita Sarkeesian a celebrity.
She
Ben.
was at the time. Dude, she was on the mainstream news getting interviewed by like ABC News and stuff like that. That was the height of her popularity. She was crowdfunding like hundreds of thousands of dollars. That she was a celebrity at that point.
Our government, and we're
She
paying
really
for
was.
these days. We're underwriting these football teams too. You know, that's our tax money. That's our tax money too. That we work our butts off, and the American people work their butts off.
Is
and
she
they're
attacking football?
Stealing our tax money for all the rich people to put.
Is that what she wants to do on Fox News? Is attack football?
You know what? Honestly, I agree with her on this point. I feel like we should not be publicly subsidizing fucking football stadiums. Instead, we could be spending that money on, I don't know, giving people health care.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The city of Seattle subsidized Lumen Field, okay? And it's paid for itself multiple times by now. All the tourism and all the money that it brings in and all the jobs it creates in the area, it pays for itself eventually. It's a good investment when you have like a pro sports team.
Yeah, most
in your
cities
city.
subsidize films and other art culture to bring in revenue, jobs.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I don't think that I would agree with Roseanne here, but beyond agreeing with her or not, it's kind of crazy she would bring that up Super Bowl weekend on a right wing channel. Like, pretty sure football is beloved by both sides, but especially the Fox News crowd's gonna love some NFL. On Fox.
Absolutely.
I feel like I've seen studies or something though where like a lot of these stadiums don't end up actually fucking paying for themselves. And like
if it's a NFL, if it's a pro, like a top tier pro sports team, it does. Like any team, even the Mariners, and they're like one of the worst teams ever in baseball. They pay for so
even if it doesn't pay for itself, it's creating jobs regardless.
And tourism, which is big.
And a city does not want to lose that opportunity to one day become a major sports city, right? Like, you want to hold on to that. You want to barter for that as much as possible.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your team. You do lose a lot of revenue, even if it doesn't pay for itself directly. But the Mariners, for a while, were the number 2 most profitable team for merchandising. They were huge. They were big in like the 2000s, but damn, they suck. They've always sucked. They have
this last year they were good for the first time in a very long time.
They have the record for the most wins in a season, and they suck.
They're the only team that's still active that's never been to the World Series. So
damn, it hurts.
Yep.
It's time we just go, hey, wait a minute, we're not going to do it like this anymore. You guys need to listen. And a whole crap load of us need to get together and make sure that happens. We need to do it in every state capital, and take it all the way. Let's talk about Mr. Smith goes to Washington. A whole bunch of Mr. and Mrs. Smiths. We need to go.
Hold up, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie?
Are they back together? I thought they were.
Well, they were in the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right?
Oh, okay, I get it.
Who are we sending? I'm confused.
Someone made a good point in the chat. If Green Bay lost the Packers, their town would die. It's true. Green Bay is the smallest,
right?
It's the smallest city to have a pro sports team, like a major pro sports team.
But they like own the team, right?
They do. Yeah, they're like a fully publicly owned team.
Yeah.
It's the only one like it, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't do it now. We are never going to get the chance to do it again.
So we get mad and then we get even.
No, we get mad and we get right. We make it right.
We don't get even, we get right.
What does that mean? I get right.
So we're not just going to get even, we're going to go above and beyond. This time when we storm the Capitol building, we're going to win.
I think she would, because she quit social media after she got fired. I don't think she was active when that stuff was going on. So I'd like to hear her take on that. Maybe
she's done a ton of YouTube.
Yeah, she might have said some stuff on there.
Because it ain't right. It's wrong. It's all wrong. And we can't just keep letting it go that way. It's not good for us or our kids or the future. We can't let it go on. We can't just sit here and be helpless and passive.
We can't just sit here and be helpless. We have to get angry and do things without thinking. Or else we're helpless.
I love the word ain't, and I love the F word too. And I only said it 4 times in my special.
You know, Rosanne, when she was 16, got hit by a car and had like a head injury and was institutionalized because of her mental state after the brain injury. But her whole personality changed, and that's like where the comedy came out of.
See, that's not fair. We can't cancel somebody who had a brain injury. Well, she made it a brain industry, right? She made it a brain industry. But you can't cancel somebody who had a brain injury. That's not fair. We loved her for her brain injury, then we hated her for it too. That's not fair at all. It's like how we treated poor Gary Busey. Of course he was going to be canceled. He had a brain injury.
Tell us about your special. It's on Fox Nation now, Rosanne.
Well, Fox Nation came to me with a contract saying, we'd love you to do an hour of comedy. And I was shocked. I was so happy. But they said, no racism, sexism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, or transphobia. I go, there goes my whole F and F. And they said, and you can't say the F word neither. But then my lawyers were able to go back a few times and wrangle the right for me to say the F word 3 times. And so I was able to do that. And it's the most offensive I've ever been in my life. Ooh. After getting canceled,
she keeps really pushing that. I wonder if her publicist told her to keep saying that.
To say that she couldn't do all those things, I wanna see it now more than all. I want to see what she's actually talking about, if not all those things, because she just said, there goes my whole act. And I'm like, well, what the hell is this whole thing about?
And all my friends who got canceled in the cancel culture, which really sucks, we said, hey,
canceled again.
Get the chance, we made a deal. If we ever get a chance to come back, we're going to be even worse than we ever were. And I am more offensive than I've ever been, because that's what it's going to take in this country. To bring them down.
I might not watch the special. I think the highlights will probably make Twitter. Maybe I'll just watch the highlights.
I think they're already out there.
Offensive people who are doing,
or at least the clips.
Everything wrong.
I don't know if the whole thing's been released yet. We got to laugh them to
scorn, and that's what I try to do in my stand-up special. And thank you for having me on.
Well, you're welcome. And I feel like the Eagles were canceled, but they'll be back. And they're going to win it next
my
year.
son was just devastated in a bar down here in New York City.
Yeah, I was watching the game sober. That's how seriously I was taking this. And now I feel like I should have gotten trashed.
Well, maybe you would have been happier if you had.
I know. I should have hung out with Gutfeld and had some brownies.
Brownies.
Thanks for coming on. And
Is
everybody
Gutfeld
check
a
out
weeder?
the special
Is he a
cancel.
John Collins weeder?
She didn't steal that from Greg.
He's the
She had the
quirky
exclamation point way
conservative
before.
guy that thinks he's funny.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He's got his late night show now, right?
He's never made me laugh once, but we'll see.
Well, I think the target audience for Fox News is old people, so maybe he's funny to right-leaning grandmas, and that's important. Jay Leno isn't going to win them all, especially now.
I have one more Roseanne video, but before we get into that, I want to show you that store in Vancouver. The owner took a video of the menu at this store.
Oh, this is the menu?
Yeah, and Cobra asked me if I had ever heard of penis envy mushrooms, and I said I hadn't, but they got them here.
Well, I just want to say what their special is down there.
Yeah, Melmac Smalls.
Just want to say, those probably the best on the menu. That's why they're special.
I've never heard of those.
Got those Melmac Smalls down there, $6 a gram. That's special.
So they got chocolates and gummies, all like psilocybin.
Capsules
for psilocybin.
Microdoses, golden teacher.
Then there's LSD and DMT.
Non-DMT vape cart or NN-DMT vape carts. Those vape carts pretty expensive, but it's about what they go for in the streets.
Yeah.
Might be cheaper than the streets.
Yeah, it's craziness. And then kratom, which like is just that's normal here. It's illegal in some states though.
Yeah, I saw this. I didn't get the reference. I clicked the video and I was like, "Is this like a fucking a super supplement drink place adding kratom to the drinks or something?"
This is
I didn't realize it was a drug spot.
It's a fully legal. I think it's a chain now in Vancouver, BC.
Got to get those Melmac specials.
And then there's cocoa leaves
for chewing.
Then there's the Mambe powder.
An ounce is $27, $28 for the Mambe powder.
Yeah.
4 ounces is $102.95. Chew compliments.
Yeah. Mint.
Alkaline blends for premium chew experience.
Maybe it tastes really bad.
Yeah.
And then this is all fucked up, but yeah, it's more stuff.
What the heck, man?
More cocoa.
What the heck?
Shit. I think I want to try me some of that cocaine.
You get some Melmac?
Anybody else been fired recently? My 2 sons and my grandson and my godson, they're all here kind of to watch over me to make sure me and my big mouth don't squander no more of their inheritance, I guess is what they're here for.
He's back.
Smart.
And funny as ever. Rosanne Barr joining us on the couch today. Welcome and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's to you, too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You've got a brand new comedy special on Fox Nation, and it's called Cancel This.
Yeah.
I don't quite say it the way you do. Tell us about it.
You want me to say it? Yeah. Cancel this.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of my explanation for what happened to me. I never got to have my say or to explain what happened or even to...
That's because when you explain it, it sounds worse.
Yeah.
Apologize for the mistake I made to set it straight. So that's what I do in here in my special. And also... I try to be even more offensive than I've ever been.
I try and be even more offensive, even though I told you on the last interview that I'm not allowed to do the 9 things that come off as offensive.
You know, they really diversified Fox News ladies after like Roger Ailes and all them got in trouble.
Yeah.
It's not just blondes anymore.
The blonde factory is shut down.
Yeah.
Fun, but then you're bringing it on the other.
I'm bringing it because, you know, I feel like I fell on the sword of the double standards of the left because I was the only one who got canceled. And when I look at back at even the people at ABC and the things they've done and not been canceled for doing, and which are far more egregious than the mistake I made.
Name some, Roseanne.
It's funny because she's against cancel culture, but now she's talking about all these other people that she wants canceled.
Yeah, like well, I'm against cancel culture, but name some of these people you think are worse than you, because I want to hear it. I'm all for it. Sling the dirt, throw it.
The mistake I made, which I say in my special, was that I say that I racially misgendered a person that I assumed to be white. And when the network called me to say, what have you done? I said, I'm so sorry, but I assumed that this was a white woman. I assumed she was an Iranian woman. And they just ran with it. I guess they saw, because I supported President Trump or whatever reason they had, they saw also an...
I mean, you were saying dumb shit on Twitter nonstop for days. So all they had to do was look back at a lot of that. It wasn't just that you supported Trump.
Opening to take my show away from me. But
I thought that was stupid because I was enjoying the show, actually.
I watched some of it. It wasn't bad.
I thought it was surprisingly good.
I don't know if I was enjoying it, and I think by the time that I got canceled, I was a couple episodes in. I was like, I'm just going to stop watching it then. No use watching any more of this if it's done.
It kind of had it, you know. It almost had like the All in the Family vibes, where it was like a very topical yet kind of funny show for the day and age it was made.
Yeah,
you know,
original Roseanne was a lot like that.
Yeah,
right?
It was. Yeah,
I like Roseanne. I like John Goodman a lot. I think that their dynamic was very comfortable.
He's one of those people that lost weight and looked worse after he lost weight.
Well, I didn't lose weight until he was old, right?
Right.
So it's not really a fair comparison.
Yeah, yeah.
the next day it was racist, 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 which ruined my life and, made it unsafe for me to walk down the street. And they knew exactly, they knew that I made a mistake, and yet they didn't allow me to go on any of their other shows and apologize for it or to explain it on purpose. And I felt like, oh my God, I'm being used by a political machine which has exposed itself over the, interceding 5 years since.
And now you say what to them?
I say you should have allowed me to go on your other news shows, particularly those ones hosted by people who have done blackface, and you never fired them. You should have let me go on there.
She's talking about Jimmy Kimmel.
Joy Behar did.
He didn't really do blackface. He did a character of Karl Malone
with his face painted,
but it's different than blackface,
this
right?
Roseanne would hate 1990s Roseanne. No one tell this Roseanne what Fox used to say about 90s her.
It's not the stereotypical like minstrel show style blackface, but I would argue that it's still unacceptable for many people. They consider it unacceptable for a white person to paint their face as if they're a person of African descent.
And I think that we had the YouTubers doing blackface around that time as well.
Yeah. I would,
even after that.
I'm not going to defend that either.
Our culture didn't call people out for it back then. Now we are. So if you want to go back in time and yell at every person back in time, we got to cancel John Lennon.
It's funny because John Lennon's dead.
Not only did he beat his wife, not only he beat women, but he made that song "Women Are the N-Word of the World." Cancel John Lennon.
And Roddy Piper, two dead guys that did blackface.
Cancel the dead. I will not rest until the dead are canceled.
Canceling the dead is ridiculous.
Cancel the dead.
Didn't fire her. Jimmy Kimmel and his girlfriend Sarah Silverman, they did blackface, and you never even said it is wrong that you did that. And
I think Sarah Silverman, however, did do stereotypical minstrel show style blackface.
Probably.
Yeah, I think she did.
They just let that go.
Did people reach out to your friends, your colleagues when you were canceled and talk about the injustice, or once you were canceled, did everyone run away from you?
Yeah, everyone ran away from me except for my real friends, and they called me on the phone, which was funny because when I first started my comedy career, I used to go to Hollywood parties.
Norm Macdonald said he called her and tried to help her out.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
You know, she ran for president as like a socialist at one time. That's just craziness how much she flipped.
And women would come up to me and they go, I just want to say thank you for what you're saying about women. You know, because they were so terrified in Hollywood to support me for what I did. And it was just like that again. They were like, we just want to say we're so sorry and we know you made a mistake and that you're not a racist. But
they
not
would
in
whisper.
public, not in public except for just a few and a few very, very brave.
I love how almost none of them have talked besides her yet.
people,
It's great.
Such as I want to say.
Because she can just keep going.
The most brave being my friend Monique and other comics.
That was a slick way to use my black friend. That was a very slick way to pull the my black friend off.
Now I can't remember his name, but I gave him his first job, and he's a huge director, not Joss Whedon, but I can't remember.
It'll come to you. Roseanne, we were
the
talking
guy that directed 40-Year-Old Virgin.
What's that?
Judd Apatow?
Okay, she's like she gave him his first job. That might be true. Who
Judd
knows?
Apatow reaches out to a lot of canceled people. I know he was the one that tried to bring Andy Dick back when Andy Dick was fallen and didn't work. He tried though.
Yeah.
He tries to give the second chances.
You know him.
Yeah, yes.
He defended me too, but aside from those 2 or 3 people, everybody else was afraid. I don't say anything but they're afraid. Everyone is afraid because it's a mob mentality, which is the other people who were canceled. They didn't lose everything like I did, but we all made a pact, other comics.
I don't think
because
you
we
lost
said,
everything.
If we ever come back, let's be even more offensive because we have to because we're pro-free speech and pro-American
But
values.
the pendulum always swings. Like, we get to a point where we're really tight as a society and we want to take away free speech, and then we go back and we're really loose. In the late 90s, it was so loose with pro wrestling, with South Park. Everything was so loose. It was so, like, offensive and out there, and it was great.
Yeah, I loved that part.
And then they cinched it back up, and we got really tight. The 80s were really tight. Like, we always have these moments where we tighten up, like, this is not okay. And they're like, by the way, look at, there's shit on my tits.
I feel like Magicus almost isn't even here. He seems disengaged.
I'm here. I agree that I like this fucking South Park era where like people say whatever, but that's not the world we live in anymore. So you just kind of have to.
It will
adapt.
be again, is what I was saying, Magicus.
Oh yeah,
The
all it
pendulum
takes is for things to change to make it that world again.
It will change. People get to a point where they get so tight that everybody's the bad guy, and then the bad guys take it back, and the bad guys are the good guys again.
You know, there was like the ultra conservative 50s, and LSD kind of kicked the 60s into high gear. So from like the mid 60s until the mid 70s was that cultural revolution that happened during that time, and then it got wound tight again in the 80s.
Frank and Pinky is bringing up the
yuppie
jester's privilege. It's called jester's privilege. And we do see the jester getting killed from time to time. And like they're going for killing the jester with Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle might have been the breaking point to start pulling people back, to give Roseanne the climate where it's time for her to come back. But there's always that breaking point where you kill the wrong jester and then it comes on back.
And if we come,
people are really, really bad in general about finding happy mediums with fucking anything. So there probably should be a point in the middle where we're like, okay, maybe like this is the line, and then just fucking go blazing past it every time, no matter what the fucking situation is.
back and
we live
in a
world where it's all or nothing. So
Cambiot, we're not fighting, and comedy is supposed to be the thing that laughs, power to scorn, especially when it's corrupt. And this is why we became comics in the first place, is to go, no, we're not going to do that. And you know what? You're funny.
You're
funny. No, I mean, we're saying that to power. You're funny, and you're corrupt, and here's the jokes about it. And that's why we do it.
You talk about people whispering, kind of surreptitiously giving you support. Our president whispers a lot. I just want to.
I know. I thought of that.
Well, my balls,
That's true. That's true. You mentioned a moment ago before we started how long it had been since you had done stand-up. It had been almost 15 years in this country. So what does it mean and what does it feel like to you to be back in your full glory, funnier than ever, more offensive than ever, and back?
Well, it was great. It was me embracing who I am in my politics, which is comedy, because it is the last free speech art form. And it was me going, they're not going to have the last word about me.
It's the last free speech art form. Interesting.
I will.
I think of all the people in Hollywood who did shit that was worse than what Roseanne did and still work. Like, we're talking people who sexually assault people and still make movies. We turn the cheek all the time. You comedy, there's tons of ways for art to be free. The problem is we live in a world that doesn't value free art. We value what we can sell at the box office, or we can sell to Netflix, or we can sell to the homes. We're a consumer-driven society.
See, I think the problem is the people who tend to bitch about free speech, like, are the ones who don't really have anything worthwhile to say in the first place. Like, they only want to complain about fucking speech because they can't say things that are just grotesque. And it's...
You can say things that are grotesque. I've been doing it for years.
Okay, let me rephrase. They can say them, but they can't say them and not have to face consequences for it. It's like, no, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but people are going to judge you for it, and if they judge what you're saying to be terrible, then, well, that's on you. So take some fucking responsibility for it. Like, you can't just expect that you get to sit up here and say, oh, I'm so persecuted because I can't say, like, the N-word on national television or something, or, like,
personal responsibility
trans people or
and
whatever.
Free speech are not the same thing, okay? If I have free speech, I should be able to walk into a school full sicko mode and walk out with blood on my hands, because that's free speech. Okay, Magicus?
Well, that is kind of where we're at as a society right now, for better or worse, so mission accomplished, I guess.
Think of the children. Think of the children, Magicus, but not that much, sickos. Remember, if you're watching right now, liking the stream gives the Drunken Peasants one more reason to be here. And we need all the reasons in the world. Tonight's donos for the Streamlabs.
He saw Jim Brewer be relevant for the first time in 20 years by pandering and is out here stealing his gimmick.
You know, I don't know if she's stealing the gimmick, because she has kind of been aligned. If you've watched any of her stuff on YouTube, she's been living this life. I think it's now Fox News just like, look, we have no entertainment. We've sold all of our entertainment off to Disney. Owns everything we owned. Rupert Murdoch's like, let's start a new one and pick up all these canceled pieces and release them on our network. We're going to be able to get them for a steal. And all of our viewers probably loved this shit 10 years ago. And they'll come and they'll give their $5.99 or $9.99 a month to be part of Fox Nation. It's easy. But yeah, Jim Brewer did make a whole lot of money off that pandemic. I'm not going to play clubs that make people wear masks. And then he's sold out all the clubs. Like, that's a smart move, because the clubs that are anti-mask probably were in the area where his viewers would come out anyways. So he gave himself a hot crowd. Sure, they're coughing and spitting everywhere, but you knew they were there for his anti-mask commentary.
Those must have been in places where it wasn't mandated by law.
Yeah, red state.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find these Florida clubs. You'll be dancing around with a captive audience that wants to hear what you're saying. You're not going to a liberal crowd where they will boo you the second you take your mask off on stage. He was a smart move. You know, he wasn't going to go to a place where he's going to have 20 people in, like, Seattle. He probably would have done well in Seattle. We support comedy out here.
I had the last laugh, too, and I do believe that I did.
Dave Chappelle sold out the arena
Yeah, we like our comedy in Seattle.
And they invited Patton Oswalt to go and perform in front of a huge arena
Poor
crowd.
Patton got canceled.
Poor Patton? No.
Poor Patton.
Poor Patton sold out his buddy and did that fake picture of him writing with his hand on his chin. Like, I'm being so thoughtful about this apology for being friends with someone.
You know, it's really kind of cool when you sit down to take a photo for your apology.
A staged
as you
photo.
write out your apology. That's
what a
that really
staged-
means he cares.
So disingenuous.
Level all of their crap. I got jokes about the vaccine, the forced vax. I got jokes about the left. You know, 3 of my daughters are very liberal.
Stuttering Chris says, since we're canceling dead people, why not cancel the actor who played Archie Bunker while we're at it?
I think he was really worried about a lot of the stuff they had him say on that show.
Yeah, Archie Bunker, I
can't remember his name right now.
I cannot remember. Carol? Is it Carol?
Yes, something like that. And didn't he do like a cowboy show too? He did a bunch of stuff.
Probably. But yeah, the Archie Bunker does not need to be canceled. Carol O'Connor,
There you go.
Archie Bunker does not need to be canceled. The entire point of Archie Bunker was he was playing a guy that was stuck in the past, and he was always the foil. There would always be a new progressive person coming on, making him look like an idiot. And then he would learn that he was actually doing a service.
Rob Reiner.
People won't understand that looking back on it because they're this guy. Because this is what the worst thing is. We live in a world right now where people don't realize that sitcom and entertainment is kayfabe. They don't realize that it's not real. They think that the character you play on the screen is the person that exists in our world. And there's no depth because the second that character on the screen does something that pushes what we're comfortable with, we attack the character. We don't understand why that character might be doing it because we're so hurt by it.
That's something that's really gone wrong.
And I've lived it. I've lived their stuff that they think that I can barely contain myself with their stuff. Their privilege. I raised privileged children. I didn't grow up privileged, but my children did because of what I went through. And my whole generation, we've raised privileged kids who don't have nothing to do with reality. So I kind of break them back down to reality. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What's your gender for? Get a job. They don't think nothing about reality, and they've been bred to do it by, our media and our politicians that are bought and paid for by lobbyists. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, wait a minute, let's get real. I always said that when I was...
Sally Struthers was on All in the Family before she started eating all the Save the Children food. Yeah.
That was a good gig.
Yeah.
Just got to eat all the starving children's
She
food.
was she was considered very good looking in All in the Family.
Hey, one in the chat, if you guys say Valentine's Day instead of Valentine's Day.
That should be illegal. Yeah, this is Sally Struthers on All in the Family before she ate all the Save the Children food. It's good. And Rob Reiner, all thin Rob Reiner back in the day.
You know what happened here?
What?
They saw Carol O'Connor being fat and happy. It changed their life. They're like, oh, Carol O'Connor was the most confident man I ever seen in the world. And he was a fatto. I'm not going to be hot. I'm going to put on some pounds. I'm going to go around and I'm going to eat and I'm going to fuck. Because Sally Struthers was fucking.
I'm pretty sure she just started. She had access to the Save the Children food.
She had access to Save the Children money. She ain't eating the fucking barley they send over there. They're sending baker buckets over to the hungry kids. She ain't eating that shit. She's getting lobster and butter.
Your bucket from him, did you?
You guys never got the buckets, right?
No, never. People have still asked me that.
Get real. So I got real with all of it. And it's like, forget your privilege just for a minute and look at what's around you. Look what's in front of your face.
Rosanne.
And people have lost that ability to look at what's right in front of their face. So I brought it.
I'm not.
She brought it.
I'm not going to whisper at you. I'm
Baby,
gonna look at
Rosanne
you in the
brought
eye
it.
and thank.
I watched this earlier. This woman just rambles on forever. Like she's like, "Yeah, just want to thank you," and then she starts. I don't know.
Thank you for everything that you've ever done as a comedian, because my role models growing up were you and Joan Rivers and Carol Burnett, because it was through humor, watching you do stand up on television. even like on the Tonight Show.
She's taking forever to get to her point.
I can remember what you were wearing.
Wow.
Your first appearance on the Tonight Show.
She has not said anything yet.
But it was through particularly you and Joan Rivers.
I've never seen someone talk so long without making a point. It's like, what?
I don't know.
Was Melissa
Brett speak a few times? Like,
was Joan Rivers on Fox, or was that
she had her own talk show? And I think it might have even been syndicated or something. I don't. It might have been on Fox. Yeah. And then she guest hosted the Tonight Show a few times when Johnny Carson was out on vacation or whatever.
Taught me to be fearless.
That's so
you taught me to be fearless.
So that was the whole buildup. I almost want to like go back and write down that whole spiel that she just went on.
I just want you to know, if I wasn't fearless, I would have stopped and thought about saying something important rather than drag you out for 24 seconds before saying I'm fearless, which means I do before I think. And that's why I said what I just said.
And it taught me the power of humor in even everyday life. It is a great sword and it's a great shield.
Now, Roseanne, it's a great sword and a great shield. You taught me the power of humor. When I see someone I don't like, I call them a monkey and then I laugh in their face.
And then I go, like that.
So thank you, Roseanne, for that sword.
And it also teaches you, if people can't laugh and if people can't laugh at themselves, you better not trust them.
That's right.
And you better avoid them.
I like how the woman in the white dress is just kind of like,
Tell
like
them, girl.
They are the bubonic plague.
The bubonic plague. Get it?
They are.
Yeah. So I want to thank
you.
You are so sweet. Thank you so much for telling me that.
And you keep doing
Roseanne's at that point in her career where she just wants compliments.
Right.
I want to give her compliments. I don't want to pick on Roseanne. I feel bad.
And you keep preaching, because I've said humor and comedy and stand-up and you and...
It's so weird to see what Roseanne looked like in season 1 of Roseanne.
Roseanne's like, no. When I thanked you, like, you could have stopped there.
Right.
Stop going. You had an out. You had an out, but now you want to tack on this extra shit. Here's the thing. If you want to use comedy to attack people, just be funny. I don't care if you pick on little crippled kids. I don't care. As long as it's funny. Shit ain't funny.
All of the comedians out there are the way out of this. They will keep our speech free.
Thank you so much, and on behalf
That was like her sermon or
of
something.
all my friends, we thank you so much for seeing it and getting it. You've given me and all them now, because they're all going to be watching and hearing this, you have given us strength for that, and we need it, because there's so many of us out there who can't get jobs, have been canceled, and we are... we're put here to, a lot of us feel like God put us here to like go against.
So Roseanne maybe plays Gail Cord Schuler in the Gail Cord Schuler movie.
Amazing.
That are trying to enslave us and just go bam, 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 because as I've learned, you know how they say the pen is mightier than the sword? Mm-hmm. Well, the joke is mightier than the pen. And the spoken word and the joke, take it all down. All of it needs to be...
the pen was mightier than the sword was a lot more acceptable as a little statement to make. You just added on a bunch of shit to make jokes be mightier than the fucking pen. Who writes your jokes? They not use a pen? Come on, Roseanne. Tacking all that extra bullshit onto a fucking known statement. I don't like it, Roseanne. I want to see you being clever. I want to see you sucking teat of Tangeray Talk Squad. You could do better.
See, like, she got involved in the Occupy Wall Street shit and stuff back in the day. It's so funny how, like, that was a big thing. So she, like, went over to that, and then the far right stuff started happening, so she went over there. She just jumps on whatever is topical at the moment, it seems.
Well, I think that they say the revolution will not be top trending. So anytime someone's part of a top trending revolution, they're probably being controlled by an opposed opposition.
Yeah.
It's just pandering nonsense. That's all it is.
And we need to start over again. And when I was watching, I'm always watching. I always love all your subject matter. I always love everything to hear women talk.
She tweeted out the home address of George Zimmerman's family. You know, George Zimmerman, the guy that killed Trayvon.
What was the joke? Like, she wanted them murdered or what?
I don't know. She just doxed them on Twitter. It's interesting.
The Rosanne report.
Solving and you, sir, solving a problem in this country for a change.
There you go.
Thank you all.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and
Hi,
my
Emily.
co-host
It's nice to
Harris
see you talking after that segment when you were just sitting on the couch the entire time.
Yeah.
Good to see they got you in for the bumper.
Yep.
Didn't know what your voice sounded like.
All right. We are going to go into something else here. We'll take a look at King Cobra's Valentine's Day and how it went for
I
him.
drank all my drink combos, so I can't even cheers him now.
Everyone, give the stream a like if you haven't already. Also, I'd like to remind you that this Friday we're doing our Patreon private show. You should check it out because we're going to answer the question, who is worse?
This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting down thinking of like so many different, like, I was like, oh, Hitler versus Stalin, who's worse? Like that kind of thing, you know? And
when you told me you wanted to come back to who is worse, I was like, I don't know if we should go back to it so soon. Then you said Brett Keane versus Trumpster Bob, and I was like, oh, that's a classic.
Yep.
We might as well do that. We might as well jump right into that one.
Clash of the Titans.
That's a barn burner right there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, just thinking about it, like, there is no clear winner in that debate to me, so I'll be interested to see that.
The clear winners will be the Drunken Peasants fans who join Patreon for $5 and above and watch this Friday who is worse.
Patreon.com/DP. All right, here's the King Cobes Valentine's Day meltdown.
Young Cobra.
What up, fellow YouTubers? It's your boy, King Cobra. I'm back at it with another video like I never left, cuz...
This shit with Magicus's eyes is so ridiculous.
I can't help that I have terrible vision and need glasses.
Singing some sexy vocals for all the of-age fangirls, because that is most definitely what's up.
Oh, so was there a flood? This is the St. Valentine's Day flood?
Valentine's Day, in my usuals, the Backstreet Boys, Sam Smith, John Legend, Bruno Mars, and then do my best to seductively seduce the fans with my sultry vocal experience.
He didn't say of-age fans. He didn't say of-age fans. He didn't say of-age fans.
I think we know.
Hold on. No.
I think we know he means of age.
He clarifies so often that when he doesn't, I'm like, what?
That's a you problem, Ben. He's obviously not a sicko. It really bothers me that you would suggest so. Says more about you than it does Cobra.
It doesn't, though.
But it is Valentine's Day, and I want to thank all of you for supporting me on my last video. The drink combo I have for Valentine's Day is jalapeno bacon flavored vodka.
Huh. I'd try it. It just doesn't sound like the spiciness, and then bacon.
The grossest liquor.
I think I'd try it. It doesn't sound like the worst thing I'd ever have drank, but... Well, I guess technically, to be fair, the worst thing I drank was something that I made based on Cobra, so... Yeah.
The grossest liquor I ever drank was bacon moonshine, and it tasted like violent piss.
Did it taste like rubbing alcohol?
It was like salt and sour and like there was anger in it. It was so gross.
Made from Wyoming. It's got a delicious little spicy jalapeno bite.
Made from it's made from Wyoming. They dig up Wyoming soil and ferment it, and then add bacon and jalapeno flavoring to it. It's made from real Wyoming.
To it. Honestly, I'm here for it. Let's go.
Ingredients: Wyoming.
Pour a little bit of that in there. That's enough for that drink.
This must have gone through a process for them to bottle it and sell it. I'm sure it doesn't taste like violent piss, but
violent piss.
Sure doesn't taste like violent piss. Cobes is he gonna mix it with some other stuff?
Apparently, my YouTube troll sent me another DoorDash order. This is really funny. Let's break this down.
What do we got, good Cobes?
Summer's Eve Island Splash, because my trolls are the biggest douchebags on the planet.
That's a douche? They give him a douche?
They also sent me some Vaseline because they're going to need it when Cobra fucks the trolls up the ass.
Whoa.
And Kleenexes for when the trolls are bawling their eyes out because Cobra rules their sad fucking life.
Honestly,
Cobra rules your sad life.
I would not be mad if the trolls sent any of this to my house. Even if I wasn't a Vaseline guy. It's nice to have it on hand.
I've never had a successful jerk with Vaseline. It's too it's not slippery enough. It's like a
jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't thinking it for that, but I dry fire anyways. I don't use anything on my peanut.
Right. I'm just saying, people make jokes about oh, you got the Vaseline. It's not a good lubricant either. It's it's not slippery. Lubricant should be slippery.
Is Vaseline for aftercare if you rip something?
Well, people use it for tattoos and stuff too.
Yeah, I assume the Vaseline's to have on hand in case you rip somebody's anus.
It's it's for damaged skin. Yeah.
What else did the trolls send me this
Magicus, did you post something about East Palestine, Ohio?
Where? When?
I don't know. Here's Negan says, why did you post something about East Palestine, Ohio?
Oh, no, I posted, I think on my my personal Twitter account, I posted a Google search where the first result is East Palestine is where everybody should want to be. And then right underneath it, the next result is yeah, this is the worst chemical spill ever. And I was
okay.
Yeah, maybe those two things don't go together.
I want to clarify that I lived in Ohio for a very long time, and I've never been there, so I don't think it's a place you would want to be, even if you live close to it.
East Palestine?
Yeah. even without the toxic chemicals in the air and the water, it wasn't exactly the funnest place to go to, So, yeah.
Buff Weeb, our boy Big Diesel, says Vaseline is for black people lips in black people's skin. Don't let them lie to you.
I would put it on tattoos. Sometimes there's better stuff to put on, fresh tattoos, but it can help. But yeah, if you got some ashy elbows or something, it can help out.
Dog treats.
Why does he still have them?
Well, no, someone just DoorDashed it.
Yeah.
You would understand if you weren't beating the shit out of Sonic, Magicus.
Right. Thought you were paying attention, Magicus.
They're door dashing him dog treats because he ate them at Ellen's house as part of the joke.
Well, yeah, I know. I remember the eating them.
For those of you that might be playing Sonic right now and or didn't catch the previous episode where King Cobra ate a bacon strip at Ellen's parents' house, Walt and Angie's, he ate a bacon strip. The dogs heard him going for the bacon strip. Cobra put the bacon strips away. I thought he was going to feed them to the dog after taking a bite out of it. He ate the whole strip, saw the dogs, opened the bag back up, and gave them treats. I could not believe he just ate the bacon strip with no intention of giving the dogs treats. It was amazing to me. It was amazing.
This will fucking show Cobra, this fucking asshole.
Looks like East Palestine is closer to Pittsburgh than it is to any major Ohio city.
Yeah, it's Eastern Ohio.
Yeah, it's like right near the border. Like it almost looks like less than a mile away from the border.
Like, okay, forget the fact that Cobra has friends and family who own dogs. So how is this trolling when you just give it to them?
Is he about to eat a milk bone? Why are you opening it right now without tugs? Copes, are you going to eat the bone?
Cobra.
He's going to eat it.
Yeah.
He's going to fucking eat it.
Autistic shit. Man, I want to try this dog treat on camera, but it doesn't want to open up.
Why?
King. Because he's the king.
Like, I want to physically stick it to my YouTube trolls, and it just doesn't want to open the fuck up.
King. Oh my God! This
Stick it to the trolls to eat a dog treat.
they have to make these packages tough, or dogs would open them with their opposable thumbs.
Oh my God! We watched Cobra open up the last 3 to 4 trolls.
I thought he was going to own the trolls, but it took him 48 minutes to get the bag open. This is impossible.
Donation deliveries.
Better not struggle to open that boy.
And it didn't work.
He's going to lose his appetite by the time this thing's open.
Man, y'all.
He gave up. He gave up.
Are losers. Let's send him some.
He didn't give up. He's looking for utensils.
I'm like, literally, the trolls are just sending me stuff.
He's going evolved ape on this package. He's found tools. There you go.
By the way, haven't mentioned this yet, but I'm really, because yesterday was amazing for tips. Even though YouTube incorrectly took down our stream, we did really good. I'm hoping for a good tip train right now to get us to 50%, because tomorrow is the 3rd show of the week, and we were kind of around where we are right now at the beginning of the last show, even further away, but still pretty close. So hoping for a tip train right now. If you guys can help get us over 50% going into tomorrow's show, because we're doing another one.
Show us your big milky tips.
Tomorrow we got Hannibal and Monty on the show. So
Heyo.
yeah, they haven't been on in a little while.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll play Sonic and Hedgehog.
No, they definitely won't.
Here's the thing, since it was exactly how you described it, Ben. You knew it perfectly. The cancer rate in East Liverpool is one of the highest polluted cities in the USA. Damn.
It's
close. Like Hannibal would fuck with Sonic if you asked him to.
Well, yeah, but we wouldn't ask him to do it during the show, is what we're saying. We're actually questioning if you're undiagnosed
is there, like,
right
something going on now that I don't know about?
Just, humor.
Yeah, East Palestine is near Youngstown, so that's like the closest city, but like the closest big city is Pittsburgh, from what I see.
It even if it was e-bagging, we're e-bagging right now.
Yeah, I like to e-bag. I don't care.
We're e-bagging right now. Damn it! I really wish this was open by now. Did they send him the bag glued shut?
Happy Valentine's Day.
No.
My
Can
king.
You send me this care package right here through DoorDash, and I'm over here like, you know what?
Okay. Now, I will say, the bacon strips look gross. I have eaten these kind of dog biscuits before, like the really, like, they taste like a dry biscuit.
Well, I don't think
very
these ones
bland.
are dry, are they? They're soft.
Oh,
chew.
are they? Oh, okay.
It said softly
I
on the
thought
bag.
it was the really generic, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the really dry ones.
Yeah, I think they're soft versions of those.
Okay.
You eat those?
I have eaten them before. I don't eat them like normally.
You just did it for like a gag, or you were like, I wonder what these taste like.
Both.
I had a milk bone when I was a kid. I got in trouble for it at school. They made me eat lunch by myself in the gym for a week because I brought a milk bone to school. But I thought that was kind of fucked up. What if I was actually a kid that needed to eat a milk bone?
Fuck the trolls.
Yeah, it was soft. There was no like crunchy sound. Doglum.
God is a boglum.
Oh, that's weird.
That's weird.
I'll be giving those fucking dog treats to friends of mine. Something more disgusting than that dog treat is
My trolls?
My YouTube trolls lives.
Yeah!
Got him.
Nailed it.
Like, oh my God, do they not realize how many people I have that are females in my life?
No.
I'm sure one of
Nobody
my
knows.
female neighbors will appreciate it if she needs to douche. It's like, oh, we got free.
If she needs to douche? What?
Yeah.
So they sent him douche?
Yeah, that was the
douche
first thing
courtesy
he
of
opened. Douche.
Trolls. So if anything, you're just making it easier for me to.
That is going to be so weird if he goes over there and is like, hey, someone sent me some douche in the mail. Do you want it? That would be so awkward. I hope he doesn't ask his neighbor that. He should just throw it away.
Is he going to bring the douche to Angie in front of Walt?
Yeah.
I don't know, Angie, if your vagina needs a douching, maybe you could offer this to Ellen.
Yeah, he should give it to Ellen as a gift.
Become friendly.
Happy Valentine's Day, Ellen.
With the ladies. And I had to eat that dog treat on camera because I wanted to. Just stick it to my trolls. Like,
it's a want, not a need, everybody.
Yeah,
it's
you
a
didn't have
want.
to do that.
oh, ha, Cobra, we sent you dog treats and toilet tissue.
That pause I had a few minutes ago was epic. I should have had people screen cap it. Everyone could go back and do it.
I'm definitely pro Cobra eating the dog treat. That was a bold move.
And I'm over here like, yeah, right. You put the dog treats in there because you're jealous that Cobra can go on camera, eat dog treats, and everyone goes nuts over it.
I am not jealous of him eating dog treats.
Come on, Magicus. We know if you didn't have Sonic to occupy your mind, you'd be munching dog treats right now.
Dude,
you're an alcoholic. Go back to the Malibu rum.
If he ate wet dog food from a can, that would gross me out because I'll give that to my dogs and it smells weird and grosses me out. Like they like it, but it's gross looking and smelling to me.
I might be wrong. I think I would eat canned dog food before I would eat the canned brains that he had on that brain burger.
Ooh, that is a tough one.
I'm not sure, though.
I've seen those for sale online.
If you do it, people just look at you like you're a gross piece of shit. You
I don't
included some
need dog treats. I have delicious croissants here, and they're amazing.
douches.
What the heck, Magic is? You can't have carbs when you're not drinking.
Package because my trolls are the biggest douchebags.
I can and will.
Planets. And then you included some Kleenex because you're going to need something to dry your eyes with when Cobra's ruling your sad life. I started off Valentine's Day feeling kind of shitty, but then one of my fangirls was just like, cheer up. I'd totally date you if we lived closer.
Can you bend over and show your butthole to me and send it a picture?
And then she sent me money for a bottle, and I was like, all right. I see what's going down here, YouTube. You know,
Probably a man.
This drink combo is for 21 and up. And out of nowhere, my buddy Ian shows up with his cool pet lizard, you know. And people just saw my love for animals. It's nothing incestual or like bestiality like.
Incestual? Is he saying he's part animal?
Is maybe alluding to that, and I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
He is part Boglum.
Just a general Steve Irwin, rest in peace, love for animals. And people are watching me spurg out over my buddy's reptile, and, you know, it made for a very wholesome ending towards my last live stream.
Oh.
If I wanted to pet King Cobra, I'd have to have it devenomed.
Not a good idea.
To comply with Wyoming law, and that's the only reason why I don't get a pet cobra, even if I had like $2,000+ It just seems like cruelty to the snake, you know.
It is.
And the only reason they do that is for my protection and for the protection of my potential friends. That dog treat was gross AF, dogs. I love king cobras. They're so majestic, but they're sadly endangered. Yeah.
That's sad. Is that kratom he's drinking, or is that?
It looks like a drink combo, but it might be kratom. It's hard to tell.
Okay, this jalapeno bacon vodka with the Mountain Dew, I'm here for it.
Okay, so it's the jalapeno bacon vodka that we said sounded gross and Mountain Dew.
I'm not mad at that combo.
I'm not mad at it. It just sounds gross.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
don't know about the Mountain Dew.
like what else are you gonna mix with jalapeno bacon vodka though?
Maybe cranberry juice.
I think Mountain Dew's the actual only smart move there.
No, come on.
No, my trolls are honestly
Like
fucking
bacon,
beyond
jalapeno,
miserable.
cranberry?
There's some gay dudes who just want to get some dick and they want to be accepted. They see a handsome man like me and it's like...
Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Okay, this is like not good to say.
What?
Because it's a weird, like, homophobic rant about how gay dudes can't control themselves around him and just can't help but, like, want to hit on him. That's what it is.
Not gonna happen. The dude's autistic and his trolls are assholes. It's kind
But
of
to be
a
fair,
letdown for
Warlord
these gay
does
dudes.
that every time he's
Which
around
honestly,
Cobes.
that's what-
And I haven't seen Cobes around many other LGBTQ people.
So it's Warlord, not...
So Cobes has an unfortunate situation where this does happen to him.
What pisses me off about the trolls sending Grindr gay dates to my apartment. Even if it were chicks, I'd be like, dude, I don't need my trolls' help to get laid. I'm trying to be
Yeah,
a
the
gentleman
statistics
about
might
it
disagree.
and improve gender equality issues and build my clock tower dream house before I get laid. Like, honestly, that's more important. Being able to be like, yeah, you know what? And don't get it twisted. I love my apartment to pieces. And I'm not going to let being single ruin my Valentine's Day, let alone the fucking trolls sent me dumb shit.
Fuck the trolls.
They got the hiccups. Like, you better not go live, Cobra. We saw you making out with Ian's lizard. I'm like, I thought about that. And I
Did the
was
lizard
just
get
like,
its
man,
shots
I know my
afterwards?
trolls are going to fuck with me on the
bog
joke
shots. They need their bog vaccinations.
that I made about Elliot Rogers. I know they're going to fuck with me on kissing my homie's lizard. And they're going to try to run with it as hard as they can. Like, oh my God.
Kissing his
You hear the
homeboy's lizard
incel
saga
joke Cobra
coming in
made?
nicely.
Coming in nicely, Tubes.
What a fucking asshole. Then I saw him making out with Ian's lizard. What a fucking sicko. Seeing the way my homeboy lights up when he talks about his pet lizard. It didn't have to go anywhere sexually for me to appreciate it. Because it's like, hey, Cobra hates sickos. Valentine's Day sucks. Is Cobra holding a lizard on his hands? That's pretty cool, dude.
This is he's slowly slipping into the darkness here.
That is cool though. I only saw pictures of it. I didn't see them actually hanging out with the lizard. I'm glad he had some fun.
This would I could use this image for a good thumbnail, because it's he's standing tall right now, with his drink combo. Sitting tall rather.
Oh my fucking God.
So someone's at the door again?
Yes, sir. No, I did not.
They got diapers for him?
Yeah, that's my name. I didn't order it. My YouTube trolls are losers, man.
My YouTube trolls are losers, man. I cannot even begin to understand what's going on through the mind of someone who has no idea who King Cobra is and they're just delivering stuff. And they meet King Cobra, and he's like, my YouTube trolls are
like a lot of these places are probably starting to learn that delivering to this address is just going to be weird all the time.
Yeah.
We've seen other people from Casper. Like, these guys got to be kind of used to it. Casper's full of weirdos. And the glass did say accomplice on it. I was trying to understand what that meant. I think the other side had an American flag on it, maybe. I don't know if it was the glass sent to him. Does it make him an accomplice to January 6th? Were those January 6th collector glasses?
You're welcome. Oh my God, my trolls are such losers. Like, I know, let's order Cobra some diapers from DoorDash. But it didn't even make it to the live stream. At some point, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing?
You told
with my
everybody about it, so that kind of counts.
You could hear the guy saying diapers at the door as well, but like you could have wrote that one off. Now you're telling them about it. Unfortunately, it was worth it.
Yep.
Life. I'm gonna DoorDash Cobra some diapers because I think he's an overgrown, stupid toddler, and I fucking hate his fucking videos. I'm over here like, who's forcing you to watch it, dude?
That's true.
Hey, Cobra, did you order diapers? No, I did not. I had a really cute girl from DoorDash earlier drop off the cucumber and the lube, and I'm like, I didn't order anything. And of course, they're going to try this crap because it's like I go on camera and show the last order my troll sent me containing dog treats and feminine products and Kleenex. And I'm like, this is laughable.
It is kind of funny.
Saunders?
He should have got the diapers. He should have said, "I'll do a diaper stream." And when we hit $500, I'll pee myself
or poop himself.
Yeah, I would have done it. Like I would. That's a steal.
Order any diapers? I'm like, no, dude, I did not. It'd be really funny. We sent Cobra some diapers.
Maybe I should order some adult diapers and wear them during the stream. And I'll poo-poo.
You could pee yourself for donos?
Yeah.
Don't do the poo-poo.
You do a lot of pee breaks. You can say, hey, I have to pee, and I usually would go for a break. If you guys want to keep me here, we're going to need donos right now. Tip train.
I used to make like quadruple XL diapers at a factory, and then they brought in a machine that made extenders for those diapers. It was amazing. They were so huge. We would use like defective ones to like clean up messes and stuff too.
Camera.
It was amazing. And then we had a machine that would squirt lotion into the butt part of him to like, to prevent chafing.
Got to have that unchafed feel.
Yeah.
Just to watch him freak out about it. The Domino salad didn't work. Sending him a cucumber with lube didn't work. Sending him a fucking grocery bag to his neighbor's house with like fucking pads and dog treats didn't work. Let's send diapers to him when he goes live because we see him going live. I fucking hate Cobra. When's your first therapy appointment? That's none of your business, to be honest.
Never.
My trolls need therapy more than I do, and that's really saying something. But I am getting fucking wasted on Valentine's Day, and I don't give a fuck if I have some pussy. I'm more focused on doing my thing. And if you have the fucking balls to brag about trying to send me diapers through your stupid Discord and Reddit, you're going to get a bunch of fans fucking with you back because people are sick of it, dude. Like right now, I want to get drunk and I want to sing and entertain people on YouTube. Nah. And if I end up finishing off this entire bottle on camera, it is what it is.
It wasn't full when he opened up the stream, right?
I don't think so.
Valentine's Day, YouTube. Let's go.
Cutting down on drinking, going it, coming in nicely too.
I love to perform for people and make them laugh.
It's Valentine's Day, though, right?
Yeah,
he's celebrating.
My feminist blood hard. Ah! Oh!
What else is in there now?
Is it? Oh.
So now he's polishing it off.
This is all I got left, YouTube.
Who's the substitute teacher being hella disrespectful playing Sonic? Is he bored of Smile?
Substitute teacher Magicus over here.
That's okay. I'm not going to give you any homework, right? Instead, we're going to watch a movie. I'm a full substitute teacher.
All the alcohol that I ordered. Oh.
Oh, here it comes.
Not enough mixer.
Oh,
no.
God. Oh, God.
Cobes, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna try anything.
Is he gonna fall? I've seen him fall before. Trying to get up.
I thought for a second that I'd lost my shades in the toilets, but nope, they fell off somewhere else, thank God. My hands are all clean and everything, but Jesus Christ. I clean my glasses of anything that might have been
He's so fucked
suggestive.
Drink some water, champ.
He cleaned his glasses of anything that might have been suggested.
Did they fall into the vomit? Is that what he was saying?
I have no idea what that means.
People fucking suck, dude.
You might have got some splashback on those fucking glasses.
But he cleaned it of anything suggestive, so he's all
I
right.
don't care if anyone wants to sign me. I'm like, dude, you want to bully me? Fucking bully me, fine. But you leave children at St. Jude's the hell alone.
You better.
Okay.
Kids are more precious than rock and roll.
Wow. Cobra's got such a big heart. Valentine's Day must hit him the hardest. It's like Cupid skipped him with the arrow and just shotgun blasted him to the chest. Poor guy.
Oh, here comes another delivery.
Oh, fucking guy never.
This is Grinder, right? They called Grinder earlier, so I assume it's going to be Grinder now. Chat was like, Grinder, 30 minutes.
It's funny because he's all fucked up.
What if one time he opens the door drunk enough to be like, just come in and suck it.
Yeah.
You can suck it. Yeah, Grinder and Casper. It's got to be just like bears, right?
No, I did not.
Are you Josh?
Yes. Is it paid for?
It is paid for. There's a phone number.
So it doesn't sound like Grinder. Sounds like a woman.
Sorry, my YouTube troll.
So back in the battle cam days, people used to send hookers to each other all the time.
Yeah,
right?
we had a transgender prostitute sent to our hotel, Joe and I, and when we told her that we had no money and we weren't going to be paying her, she went and called the police on us and said that we raped her.
Oh my God.
And we had to deal with that, and luckily there was enough camera footage from between battle cam and the security on site that within a few hours we cleared our name.
So fucked up.
And the person ended up getting charged with falsifying a police report.
Good. That should happen.
Yeah, I was down at the other end, and because it's not his apartment number 25B.
And they sent like 8, like they sent multiple prostitutes to that same address. They sent like 8 delivery cars with food. They had to close down Aurora, Highway 99, because Battle Cam had gotten so much shit sent to that address. It was psycho.
It's not paid for. I'm sorry. If it's paid for, I'll accept it.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you.
You're good. I'm sorry my throats are bothering you.
So it wasn't paid for?
I don't know.
That's not cool. If you're gonna prank them, at least pay for the thing.
Yeah, one time we were at a hotel in Beverly Hills, and they sent Joe and I like 4 or 5 different pizzas not paid for, and we paid for all of them. And I think I was gluten-free at the time or some stupid diet, and I wasn't even eating them. And we gave them to the cops. They ended up sending to their room too. We let them leave with pizzas because we had so many stupid pizzas.
Hey, I'm gonna order Cobra pizza and not pay for it. People are gonna get sick of it. 3 years, Grace. I hate everything about you, bitch. I didn't tell you to fucking... That's the wrong thing I clicked on. You stupid fucking piece of shit.
Now he's mad at inanimate objects. He's at that level now.
He's in that level of anger.
Yeah.
That's the fun
level.
level.
I have control of my own reality.
You look very in control.
I hate Cobra. I hate his videos. I'm always like, bitch, no one's ever fucking forcing you to watch him.
Fact.
That is true.
Well, actually, we might force you to watch King Cobra here on Drunken Peasants because I understand it's hard for you to turn Ben and I off. Obviously, Magicus has found a way to do it with his Sonic the Hedgehog video game, but
I can give you some tips if you guys need help.
no, we don't need
Why
our
would you
audience
want
turning us
that?
off. Our audience needs to turn us on.
No, you can get the money and, like, you know, they can ignore you. It's fine.
Magic's, all I can think of is that if you were drinking tonight, we would have so much money. We'd be rolling in cash,
Probably.
using your liver for cash.
It's not my fault that Gail
Instead-
told me to stop.
Instead, we get Sonic gameplay. Everybody watching right now is too busy watching you play Sonic to tip us.
I don't think she, like...
So messed up.
Specifically said you should stop. She just talked smack about it.
This is what Gail did, okay? She destroyed your liver by making it a little pussy.
Yeah.
For those of you watching that think using the word pussy is derogatory towards women, it's not. It's short for pusillanimous. Women who think that it's derogatory towards women are imposing a hatred not meant for them. Please, women, educate yourselves.
I know
that is
there's
hatred
a
towards
solid
women.
2 people in the chat that are enjoying what's happening.
Yeah, they're the 2 other autistic people, Magicus. Autism and Sonic the Hedgehog are like heroin and the people who did Oxycontin and cheeseburgers and fat guys. It's impossible to separate the 2. Okay?
I mean, yes, this is fair. I am a fat guy, and you're not wrong.
Side chew and Rosa chew.
I heard that our guy Chris Chan is supposed to have a hearing soon. It keeps getting moved around. Cannot
I've
wait.
been hearing Mercedes Carrero was supposed to have a trial soon.
Yeah, wasn't
for
that
like
supposed
3
to be
years.
this month?
It was supposed to be 3 years ago.
We got to get her free so she can come back, and we can de-radicalize her.
I wanna hear about what's going on before I invite her back. I want to see.
Well,
what
if she gets free, if she gets free and is guilty, then I'll be surprised.
Well, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I assume if she gets free, she's clear. We can invite her back and talk to her.
Fuck you!
Whoa!
Uh-oh, here we go.
Fuck you!
Same thing happened to me with my headphones. Piss me off.
Where the fuck is it at?
Leave
This is
Rosa Chill
bullshit.
alone.
This is like when he yelled at the
no.
lighter in the cigarette.
There it is.
He's at that level now.
Except these headphones are
great.
destroyed.
You throw a fucking fit about it.
Okay, you throw a fucking fun about it.
Fuck with me.
Updates on Mercedes Carrera's trial 2 weeks ago. Mercedes Carrera trial set for end of February, we hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we'll see.
Hey, Cobra.
I'll believe it when I see it.
And of course there won't fucking... I'm over it!
Oh no.
He broke his
I'm tired of
headphones.
everything fucking being around me.
I'm tired of everything fucking being around me.
And fucking being like, oh, hey, this is what you represent. Fuck off! God damn it!
Oh, there we are.
I just want my fucking people to love my videos.
Where is...
Fuck you for fucking... fucking... Well, I'm sick and tired of people fucking with me.
I mean, I do believe that.
Fuck you, Siri. I don't want to listen to your shit right now.
Sometimes Siri needs to just chill. Not now, Siri.
Is he gonna break his phone again?
If Siri makes him. Or is he stomping out the headphones now?
I'm fucking over it, dude. If I have the answers to the world.
What's he doing on the couch now?
Why the fuck does it
He likes to diversify.
be deleted when I fucking tell it like it is?
I would
hate
rather
it.
see King Cobra stand up on Fox Nation than Roseanne Barr. Give King Cobra a Fox Nation stand up 1 hour, please. Oh shit. Woo, looking.
It'd be funny if it was like super clean under there. Like the carpet was a totally different color.
Eviction day bugs. We didn't see anything scurry out of there, did we?
I couldn't tell.
Fuck you! I didn't tell you to fucking. You stupid fucking cocksucker. Fuck you!
I want to see King Cobra JFS on the Greg Gutfield show and
I don't people.
Tucker Carlson talking about his stand-up special, where he's just like, you know, Tucker, my trolls, they kept buying me douches. Like I hate my trolls more than I love Ozzy Osbourne. I'll tell you that, Tucker. Tucker just looking at me like, that's amazing. King Cobra. That's just the most brilliant thing I've ever heard.
I fucking.
You can't even stand up.
You know you're drunk when you're putting the couch cushion on backwards.
Yeah.
Up sideways. Wait.
It'd be funny if he couldn't figure it out. Oh god.
Oh no.
Full on ass crack.
Oh no.
Maybe a little bit of ball dangle.
Damn.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. The king. Hail to the king, baby.
Is he still what?
Okay, so it was upside down, maybe? Oh no.
Oh no.
Forget about it.
Fuck the trolls!
Who needs a cushion? Cobes ain't got hemorrhoids. He ain't afraid of a little. Oh, it's back.
You. It's like, okay,
Fuck you.
Fan finds the other half of his. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, Cobra has a fucking cult that follows him. You can't follow me on the fucking path that follows me to my other half.
Beautiful. You can't follow me. I'm the path that follows me to my other half.
Like, my
Brilliant.
trolls are fucking
King Cobra and losing it Kanye. Geniuses.
Beautiful. I love it.
Then Kanye lost it and somehow stopped being a genius.
I'll be right back.
King Cobra, genius. So Magicus.
What's up?
What level is this?
Carnival Zone.
Did you tell yourself you'd be able to beat it before the episode was over?
No.
Oh.
I thought, cause I didn't think that I was going to get all the way through 3, because I already finished 2.
Are you stunting?
Trying.
I'm so proud of you, Magicus. A lot of people come on Drunken Peasants every month, and they try and tell jokes. They try and be funny. You're just sitting back and letting me do all the work. That's all I ever really wanted. That's all
You
I
gotta
ever
know
really
when
wanted,
to play to your
Magicus.
strengths, okay?
Yeah. It's nice of you to come on here and let me shine like that. Those of you watching at home, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for the love and support we've received today on a Wednesday. We don't always come in on Wednesdays, so it's a rough, rocky night. We're going to have Hannibal and Monty tomorrow. Hopefully that means no Sonic the Hedgehog to distract me. Magicus thinks what he's doing is, fun for him, but it's actually distracting me because I have secretism. And my sonictism is making me stare at the screen the entire time. Couldn't focus on Tucker Carlson or Roseanne Barr one lick because of this.
Oh, God, what a fucking tragedy that must have been.
Not one lick. Frank and Piggy, I love you so much. So much. I love you all like you were my children. And I know you're thinking, I don't have any children, but I do. I have all of you. My beautiful babies. And I'll probably have a kid soon. I've been having ridiculous amounts of unprotected sex with, alive, cisgendered, of age, non-animal, what is it, non-related, human, okay? So we're right on board, baby.
All right, so I got some new Actual Mania promos for Actual Mania coming up this month, Monday, February 27th. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's going to be amazing, and we've got
you're gonna be loving Monday, February 27th so much you're gonna be high until February 30th, guarantee.
February 30th,
guarantee.
Here's a video from John from Finland.
So you guys doubted me for so long. You said I couldn't do without the orb, but now things are so different.
The orb was destroyed.
For I have the ever-consuming eye and the crystal of the third wheel. With this eye, I can capture and finally defeat Kuro. For Kuro, as you remember, there's something that I still have from the very first time I fucking roasted you, and that is...
His dick?
That's
My sword is my word. You better fucking watch out, Kuro. I'm not gonna let that fucking mask take me out. Never.
With Only Use Me Blade as the referee.
Never, ever. Crystal must be shut down first.
Yeah, the flashing lights was going to trigger my othertism. I was going to have a seizure or something.
Epi-lefty.
Believe me, insanity and actual mania is coming.
The science fiction arc into Actual Mania is the future of cinema.
I can hypnotize everyone with this. It's time to take out my enemies, though.
March 4th with
What
the
is that?
machete.
I can hear some. Is that Kuro? Kuro, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I hope the roommates are safe.
Yeah, so John from Finland is going to tag up with Ruby Jules for a 4-way tag team championship match. Here's
Is this your brain on drugs?
This is one of the reigning tag team champions, Auntie Jessie.
Interesting.
Oh, no. This is Ruby Jules, I think.
This is Ruby?
Yeah, this is Ruby Jules. Never mind. So this is his partner.
Ah, the golden teacher.
This is madness. I feel like I'm getting like
This is
brain
the Boglum of the
damage
opera.
from, like the whew, there's so many random sounds going on at the same time. I'm like, like my neurons are getting scrambled.
Oh no, that was a mongoose. Is you is, or is you ain't a Boglum.
No, all you pieces of shit that were trolling me about the dog deserve this. All right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is you is or is you ain't is Boglum.
I didn't bring it up. Teddy Rubskin did. I just responded. So pay better attention, Zoe.
Does Copes free roll chatterbait? Does he not tip? Does he free roll chatterbait? Does he just go into the rooms and jerk it to the girls when they're in waiting? Boglum is a golden teacher. Sorry, Teddy Rubskin. I don't know why Super Bowl ads would do that to us, caring, loving human beings.
I hope he does an encore. Oh, damn it.
Is you is or is you ain't my Boglum.
I like that part. All right.
Classic.
So here's Auntie Jessie. Oh, shit. That's... Oh, hold on. Yeah.
To Jesse, Ruby, Jules, he is not a Boglum.
Whoa.
Hold on. We gotta start that again.
Whoa.
Shout out to Jesse, Ruby, Jules, he is not a Boglum. Yeah, the whole Boglum thing is stupid, in my opinion. Ruby, Jules.
Oh, no.
Jules, he is
Ruby.
not a Boglum. He is not a Boglum. He is not a Boglum.
Whoa.
Yeah, the whole Boglum thing is stupid, in my opinion.
Whoa.
Yeah, the whole Boglum thing is stupid. Yeah, the whole Boglum thing is stupid, in my opinion.
Wow. That hurt.
Not a Boglum.
That hurt. That hurt.
Here's the other tag team champion, Court of Owls.
Egghead, Shabisky. Egghead, Shabisky. Cope, Egghead. Racist, Shabisky. Racist. Gaslight, Cope. Oh, I didn't see you there. It's Honest Red, everyone. Sorry for my new voice. I have a cold.
This is not Honest Red.
I stole Court of Owls' mask and made it my own. See all my terrible war makeup I always wear. I lost my headdress, so I got this new one I also stole from Cordovados. A Rasta hat and sombrero. Why am I making this video? Well, it's to call out that phony Ruby Jules. She's a fraud. She struts around here like she's the queen of the ring. But let me tell you something, drunken peasant. She's got no right to that throne. She's a pose.
Is Ruby Jules a she?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Is that what? Am I getting like? Is this a twist in the storyline?
I don't know. This is definitely a twist. Is M. Night Shyamalan the Court of Cringy Owls?
They're a pretender, a wannabe. That's why I am calling her out. I'm tired of seeing her prance around with that smug look on her face, thinking she's the hottest thing in the room.
I think it's it's a commentary on racism. Whether or not it's racism,
I'm here to show
I'll leave that up for Rosanne to tell me.
Like.
It's in her contract.
And
She can't be racist on Fox Nation.
My people, which is completely illegal, let me remind you, and should be stopped. It's cultural appropriation, and it's something I take very, very seriously, as you all know. That flute was stolen from my uncle's grandfather's mother's boyfriend's lover.
What do you
That
want
doesn't
me
make
to
us
do right now? This is perfection, all right? I can't improve this.
connected at all, does it? And even though I don't want it back, I can't imagine where it's been.
Why the fuck is the dog licking it
Ruby
now?
Jewels, if you're listening, you better be ready, because I'm coming for you, and I'm not holding back. You might have thought you were safe, but you're not. You might have thought you were unbeatable, but you're not. I hope your mom lets you out of your basement soon, Ruby Jewels, to record a video. So get ready, Ruby Jewels. I got my war makeup, I got my war hat, and I got my war puppy.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need like people telling me what to do. I already like it was already taken care of long before everyone was like telling me over and over and over again to do something that was already
For the
done.
fight of your life. Get ready to face your worst nightmare, because I'm coming for you. There's no escape, Ruby Jewels. It's time to show everybody who the real champion are. And it's not you. Get ready to feel the pain, Ruby Jewels. Get ready for the beatdown of your life. Hoo-ha, hey, hoo-ha, hey, ha, ha, ha. That is my call of my people, Ruby Jewels.
Well, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but a dog licked the Court of Cringy Owl's eye. So that's something. Did he put peanut butter on his eyeball to get the dog to lick it? Sicko.
Lick
Sicko
my eye.
alert. Sicko alert.
Sickos. Fuck
That better not have been the dog. We've already established that the dog from the commercial.
The dog's fine. Look how fine it is.
I sure hope so. Well, we're gonna sit here.
Yeah, I mean, like people are like distracting me.
Fuck them. This is live.
I
We're
know,
good.
I know.
Fuck all you guys. You don't have to owe them an explanation for anything.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you guys, if you want to talk to Ben, do it in the form of donations or fuck off. I don't want you talking without money on the line, because right now there's money on the line and Ben can't talk to you. We gotta get money to pay the bills, or else this whole show, I'll tell you, this whole show is gonna be done. Done. Not tonight, forever. Okay?
Okay. That was a little over the top, sir.
I think he undersold it. He could have gone a lot harder.
I definitely could have. Could have.
I mean, the show's going to end in maybe like another
10 years?
Well, I meant like tonight.
Oh.
Hey, why is the podcast going to end tonight? We have to do more episodes of this.
For the bills. Thank you, Urban Mask. Send $50 million in unmarked bills or the show gets it. Billy yells just like my dad. Trust me, I got strong dad vibes.
We'll watch another video here. Thank you for that, by the way. For the Beals. Let's check out. A video from Corpse Midge.
A new one?
During a seminar on mental and physical health attended by 100 people, at one point, the speaker told the group that they were going to do an activity. He gave each attendee one balloon and told them to write their name on it. Then the balloons were collected and moved into a very small room. The participants were then asked to go into the small room and were given 2 minutes to find their balloon. It was chaos. People were searching frantically for their balloon, pushing each other and running into one another while they grabbed the balloon, looked at it and inevitably tossed it to the side. At the end of the 2 minutes, no one had found the balloon that had their name on it. Then the speaker asked the participants to go into the room and pick up one balloon at random, look at the name written on it and return it to its owner. Within minutes, everyone had been reunited with their original balloon. The speaker then told the group, "This is what happens when people are frantically searching for their own happiness in life. People push others aside to get the things that they want, the things that they believe will bring them happiness. However, our happiness lies in helping other people and working together as a community."
Oh, that was brilliant.
Wholesome message.
That was
from Corpse
brilliant.
Midge. And the community I want to start is just like Onision.
He did try.
The Onision forums. Yeah, he was the Onision of his own like little world, basically. He formed a splinter group from the Onision forums where he was basically the Onision.
If I cannot operate here on your Onision forum, I will start my own. I will take my $5 and start my own podcast.
Yeah, I probably do need to cut sugar out. But you know what? Food creates more sugar in my body than sugar.
For the sweet boys, no thanks to Magicus though. Literally a worse guest than Wallace.
Well, come on. Wallace is like a top tier guest. Like, I can't compete
chemical
with that.
spill happened on I-10 in Tucson, Arizona, so 2 days in a row my work was shut down. I'm happy to catch you live.
Wow.
I do wonder because like we usually like you being involved in the show, Magicus, and you seem way more distracted. Is this like a bit or something?
It's not a bit. Magicus is fucking needs to start drinking again. Your life is in shambles ever since you stopped drinking, Magicus.
Yes,
Yeah.
Maybe alcoholism was like saving my life. Who knows?
Probably.
It was.
I think so.
You know, we'd have like $600 right now if you were drinking tonight. You know,
I know.
that, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get us to 50% before
And
the end of the
instead,
show.
we have everybody staring at your fucking Sonic level like Ben and I have been doing. Ben's over there typing to me in DMs, this Sonic level is so fucking good. I can't stop watching
That's
it.
what I was
know
doing.
we have to do the show, but this shit is fantastic.
It's distracting. It's distracting everybody here, including you.
I don't think it's distracting.
It is.
You. Billy and I definitely, but I think you are okay, right?
Did you not hear what I just said about him DMing me, Magicus?
He was too distracted.
Wow. This is a serious problem, Magicus.
Magicus just have more important things to do. Get off his back.
Yes, Seth looks knows. Magicus like, look, I know I booked this Drunken Peasants gig tonight, but I also wanted to play Sonic for the 19,000th fucking time.
Teddy Rubskin sent in.
I thought it was a good use of everyone's time.
You guys are the best. Keep it real. And sweet Jesus, that guy is freaky looking. Kill it, kill it.
Who, Magicus?
I don't know
That's
who
not
he was
very
talking
nice
about.
to say about Magicus.
Yeah.
Not per way, of course, but because it goes through your system and it gets changed into sugar.
Here's more of Bob's pseudoscience.
And the sugar.
In
Well,
your system.
if you do overeat certain things, like if you have too much protein, your body will turn the excess protein into sugars. But it's not the same as taking in full-on sugar. It's a different process.
Sugar, on the other hand, goes into your system and then get changed into something else. So then it's in your system.
Goddamn.
And then
Magicus, you went from drinking 4 donos to playing Sonic levels on a green screen. How
Damn.
the
Yeah,
mighty
it's true.
have fallen.
But this might be genius. We might get a flood of donations talking shit about Magicus playing Sonic.
Please.
And it
No,
might make
come on.
more than the
chat
drinking would have got.
never do that. I know that they're on my side.
I see Wheezy in the chat.
Never.
Wheezy is like, Bob knows everything. It's so impressive. So I was hoping, Magicus, if you're free on the 27th, I liked having you as a guest commentator, but I would have to insist you don't play Sonic while we do it.
27th? Yeah, I should be.
Okay, and you will not play Sonic, please.
I will not.
Okay, thank you.
This was a bit for this one episode.
Please never do this again.
This was a bit.
Please never do this again.
it gets changed again to where the food is sugar, and then it finally gets changed into whatever the other fucking product is. It's in your body, and then that's what'll fucking kill you. It's not
He means insulin? Does he mean insulin?
the goddamn sugar. I keep telling people this. They get onto me because I'm a diabetic and I'm drinking soda pop.
Fast.
Gotta go fast.
If you're a diabetic, you shouldn't be drinking any alcohol too.
So,
like, as bad as alcohol is for non-diabetics, alcohol is very bad for diabetics.
So fucking what? I could drink this entire fucking soda pop right now.
You don't look good, so you're doing something wrong.
Right now. And it's going to produce less sugar in my body than if I were to eat a fucking hamburger.
We also got a tip from
No.
Martina Meh there, too. Thank you. Everybody who's showing that love before we go off for the night.
Yeah,
We're gonna be back again tomorrow.
Yeah, we're back again tomorrow. I wanted to go into tomorrow at least 50%.
And we'll be back again Friday for
less sugar.
Who's worse, this fellow here or a fan favorite? I
Brett-
don't know the guy, but these
Bud
guys
King?
are familiar with Brett Keane.
There was a time where, in like the early days, where we stopped saying his name and we started calling him Bread Queen.
Bread Queen.
Yeah, Bread Queen.
But even though I might need to take an extra shot from time to time when I'm drinking a lot of sugar, or I'll put sugar in a coffee or even tea, which sometimes I'll put sugar in tea, but like, I don't get it, man. People get paranoid because they hear the word sugar. So when they leave the doctor's office, they're like, oh, you can't eat that candy bar. You got
YouTube channel Uncle Rural Gourmet and watch his video Darkest Hot Pot.
Uncle
Is it
Rural
bad
Gourmet?
food? Because I actually wanted to start a new segment where we just do a reaction to a cooking video that's really bad. Like, I'm sure Kay's Cooking isn't the only one out there of these people who do primarily cooking videos and it's all trash food.
Oh, literally, TikTok has its own genre of people who do
Sonic is
this.
distracting. It makes it harder to jerk off to you sexy sweet boys like I usually
I'm telling you,
but I'll
boner
make it
killer.
work.
You'll make it work, Rubskin. That's why they call you.
Yeah, like,
Rub.
I'd rather-
really want it. All right.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with like half effort. Come on.
diabetes.
Yeah,
You
only
can't drink
Magicus
that,
can do
dude.
half effort now when he focuses half on Sonic and the other half on repeating what I just said because he didn't listen close enough to know I had just said it.
Here,
Did not
because
say
you
that.
got
I know you're
diabetes.
trying to fuck with me in this one.
It's a rumor. It's bullshit. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't have to take extra shots on this soda pop like tonight. I won't have to. But if I ate a hamburger right now, shit, give me my fucking insulin.
I can drink this soda pop all night long. Liquor, ice cream sandwiches. But if I had a You dig?
In fact, I'm due
Bob,
for
of course it's bullshit.
You dig?
shot. I'll admit it. I need a shot right now. I can
You
feel
dig,
it, but
pig?
I'll take a shot here.
I didn't realize he was on injectable insulin. That's news to me. I wonder how long he's been like that. He should not be slamming Keystones if he's
It's not from the soda
diabetic.
pop. It's from the fucking pizza that I ate.
Compare Jared's skin color and his hair from a few months ago. This notable change can be caused by the rubbing alcohol. Next DP meetup at his funeral.
Oh, Jared's definitely not somebody I would go to their funeral
Right.
for. Like, I'm trying to think of people I would hate that I would go to their funeral for.
I wouldn't. It would really be like, I mean, like maybe if you had a close family member that you really didn't like, you would go just because it's like a family thing.
I'm trying to think of like someone who I hated that I would want to see dead.
Oh, I wouldn't go to their funeral. Either way.
But that being said, Zoe, I think that's a good idea. Meet up at Jared's funeral, not for the funeral, for the fans.
Kuro has a message for Dr. Gas Mask. Check your DM. Fuck you, Magicus. You got me into this. I love you, but stop playing Sonic. This isn't Twitch. You're not DSP. This is not a positive surprise.
Yeah,
I don't know, I
Magicus.
feel like I'm DSP because I really suck at this level.
Where is the positive surprise, Magicus? Where is it? You could have at least been playing Merfolk in the background. There's our positive surprise. Everybody's like, why the fuck is Louis C.K. playing Sonic right now?
It's better than him jerking off.
Uh-oh.
Only by a little bit.
I ate a frozen pizza, and I can feel it. I can feel it go. It's rising up pretty good. I need to get a shot. But this soda pop ain't shit, man.
What sort of soda
If I
pop
ate
does he
that
drink?
pizza, I wouldn't need no fucking shot.
It'd be funny if it was sugar free.
No, I got the jalapeno in my eyes.
Jalapeno in his
My
eyes.
eyes are still not completely healed from that shit. Man, that doctor was not lying about getting jalapeno juice in your eyes. I still got a bump right fucking there in my top
Is he
eyelid.
drinking drinking Mountain Dew eating bacon jalapeno
Jared
pizza?
getting sick from drinking rubbing alcohol? Imagine my shock. It's not like everyone told him not to do it. Fuck him. This is literally the purest examples of a Darwin Award.
I just want to state for the record, I told him that he should continue doing it. So,
I want to state for the record, I don't care if Jared lives or dies.
And one right down there, and a little bit of something over there. And my eyes, man, when I go to sleep at night now, my eyes, I wake
Yeah, I don't care if he lives or dies. I wouldn't go out of my way to do any harm to him, but I would watch someone do harm to him. Like I wouldn't put them up to it.
We'd
but if
have
it just
to watch it
happened,
on the show.
Like if it
fucking
was
pay-per-view that shit.
right, dude. If he because Hannibal said he would fight him, I would love to see that happen. Like I would be front row for that.
For me, it's not about Jared getting beat up by Hannibal. It's
I think
about,
that would be great.
It's about Jared putting his money where his mouth is. I think
Yeah, I
all the
want to
talk.
see that karate training in action.
I want to see.
It would end so quickly. I would be like Hannibal, take it easy. Like get a couple rounds out of him.
It's not about Jared getting the shit kicked out of him by Hannibal. It's about Jared having the opportunity to prove us all wrong. That's why I would want to see it. Give him his redemption arc.
No.
wake up in the morning and they're all crusty, like, and glued together. Sometimes even while I'm going to sleep. And I got to open them like that and blink my eyes.
I gotta open them like a Venus flytrap that just got done munching on some larva.
Fucking eyes out. I never had that before until I got that damn jalapeno juice in my eyes, man.
Remember the jalapeno thing that was like his test to see if who was a real Mexican and who was like a secret Arab person?
Was it just put it in their vagina or their butt or something? What was it?
It was just like if they can't
eat a
handle their
jalapeno?
jalapenos, if they're just eating jalapenos and they can't handle it, then they're actually Arabic people disguised as Mexicans that the Democrats imported to become voters to rig our elections.
I will say, my ex-brother-in-law barely spoke English, from Mexico. He could eat a fucking jalapeno. It was impressive.
Of course.
It's impressive.
Don't get jalapeno juice in your eyes.
But if you see some Mexican guy that looks kind of like Saddam Hussein, feed them a jalapeno and see if you know,
that's the difference between me and Bob. I wouldn't care what type of Mexican they were, fake or real. They're here on Earth. Hang out with me. The only thing I care about is your name. So when I walk in that room with all those balloons, if I see your name, I can bring it to you, like our boy Corpse Midget said.
Whatever you do, it will.
He also said he got jalapenos in the eye when he totally wasn't crying when Elisa denied his marriage proposal. I just got jalapenos in my eye.
No, it's
oh my God,
it's the jalapeno juice in my eye.
Fuck your eyes up for quite a while. I didn't believe the doctor when he told me that it would last. It could last at least a year and a half. And here I am 10 months later, and it's still, I can feel the effects of it. Now, they're not all broke out like my face is due to that blood clots I had.
Is that a known thing? Do blood clots cause these like facial sores? Because I don't trust what he says happened to him. So I'm trying to think of a more realistic reason why his face would break out in all these sores and scar his face forever. Because that's what happened. He has like horrible scarring from these sores that he broke out with on his face.
But they're still causing me problems right here around my eyelids. You know, I guess does it take that long jalapeno juice to work out of your system? Because that's what it feels like, you know?
All right.
This is what it feels. It feels exactly like when that Elisa Erduru fella denies your marriage proposal. That's what these jalapenos feel like.
All right, so we're going to wrap it in a few here. Check out the audio version of the show because we did some extra content at the beginning, and we're going to be doing that most of the time. So you should just go there right now. Go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Podcast Addict on your phone, however you want. Search us up there, Drunken Peasants. You'll see us there. Click follow or subscribe or whatever it is on that platform. Check out the beginning of every show. There's something extra. You don't even have to like search around for it. It's at the beginning of every show. So after this show's over, expect it to be up within a few hours.
Also, Magicus quit Actual Mania. He is now officially the worst guest ever, and he makes terrible dog-related comments in Discord.
So he's semi-retired.
Hashtag choose the princess.
Magicus is dead. I don't know what you want from me.
Magicus is semi-retired, so he's retired until he says he's not, and then after that he's retired again. That's how it works.
Magicus is going to come out of this Chris Chan. I can see it right now. You're transforming with the Sonic. You're ignoring your parents, Ben and I. I hope Ben's the mom. To be honest, I'd rather be dead than loved by Magicus anally.
So Magicus is almost doing the Bruno Sammartino thing where he was a former champion and then he went behind the announcer booth, but then something happened and he got pulled back into action in the ring again, and he kind of flip-flopped back and forth.
He's literally just backing out of Actual Mania until he gets tired of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Behind the announcer booth in Actual Mania, so
it's until you get tired of Sonic the Hedgehog, then you'll start competing again.
By the way, I have to correct something.
Could be a character arc. We don't know.
I have to correct something that I said that was very wrong. Because I went back and watched the Lanny Poffo Hulk Hogan match, and it wasn't. He did win by count out, but it wasn't clean. It was. There's a point where Mr. Perfect came out and distracted Hogan, and then when Hogan got out of the ring to beat up Mr. Perfect hit him in the face with the championship belt, and the ref didn't see it, and then the ref turns around and Hogan's like laid out outside of the ring, and then he counted him out, and the Genius won.
Okay.
And Mr. Perfect took that belt and smashed it up with a hammer later on, and that was the hardcore belt.
Title.
Yep. So
well, I'll tell you this. I never saw that segment, so I just believed you this entire time.
Yes, I was incorrect.
Luckily, I haven't talked to anybody about Lanny Poffo, so I didn't spread misinformation. This was the January 6th.
You don't care about spreading misinformation.
I don't spread misinformation. I 100% speak the truth or humor. And if you can't figure out which is which,
I love
that's
that.
your problem.
I love that setup where like it's impossible. Like if you're wrong, I was just joking.
And I'm never wrong. That's the problem. I'm
Okay.
just joking all the time. I'm so funny. Like I think I have made a couple of apologies for being wrong before, but it wasn't about what I said was wrong. It was the reaction to what I said was the wrong reaction. I wasn't going for that reaction, so I had to apologize because actions have reactions.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know this.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up the show. You guys, we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.
Both his parents.